That shit, like, it ain't like the work
There you
sweep.
go.
Like you
There
ain't
you
doing
go.
nothing but
There you
packing
go.
truck. But see that it's just that, like I said, it's just that no break shit. That no break shit to catch up to you.
See,
When you on
the
truck
first
number four,
when I first worked there, all I did was
I'm
like
going to the
shift the
Sam now.
packages that were coming down the lane, and then like if it had a certain number, I would like slide it over to the side, and that's essentially everything I did.
Oh,
But then I had to
you had me nerves right.
switch. I had to switch shifts to like be on an earlier shift or some shit. So then that's when I had to start loading trucks, and that shit was way like that one job was easy as fuck, and I could literally like be on my phone doing that. But once I started loading trucks, it was like, oh nah, I'm finishing it drenched in sweat.
Just
exactly, drenched in sweat every day. Like as soon as I get home, I got to hop in the shower because I be drenched in sweat, just like you
Yeah,
just
bro.
said.
Like, be careful, like how you be bending and shit. Just be really mindful how you bending down, and don't be like putting that pressure on your back and shit, because you don't want that'll be the first thing to go.
Man, my back down there already fucked up, but yeah, I know what you saying because I already done messed my back up one time. Bullshit, I had twisted the wrong way and I almost messed my back up.
Oh yeah, now that I'm old as fuck, I'll be like, oh, I can't take another back injury.
that's the last thing you want to
You
do.
niggas say
You
old
want
as
to be
fuck.
physically old.
You was not that old, Jack.
Oh, okay, I'm calling myself old. I be saying I'm not old, but I'm like conflicted. I'm in an age where it's like weird. Like, I'm not old, but I kind of am.
Yeah, bro, I'm old. I be feeling old too, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, see, but like when I was your age, it wasn't even on my mind, and now it's like I'm almost 30, and I'm like, oh goddamn, I think I'm old. Yeah.
Oh, you finna be a pops now?
Be like, oh goddamn, kids. I'm like, oh wait a minute, am I not a kid?
There's a weird echo. Let me see.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Y'all hear echo?
It's on mine.
Oh, nah, I can say I'm good. I don't hear no echo right now.
It's so weird.
Anyway, what's up, my people? Everybody in the live chat, how y'all doing, man?
Yeah, I hear it too.
What is that?
Y'all hear echo? Black Clover back this week, baby.
Finally.
Yeah, we was on here talking about Ketsu no Yaiba and Fire Force right before we started screaming and pretty having dope
What?
conversations.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but yo, my hero fans are going, wow, what happened in the chapter? Because like it had to be something
Uh,
big. They going crazy.
Essentially, Shigaraki beat Redestro and pretty much gave the Mutant Liberation Force over to him. He pretty much was like, oh yeah, like we lose Redestro and pretty much gave the
I wasn't even.
Redestro was like, oh yeah, the Liberation Force over to like the Mutant Liberation Army. He was like, oh yeah, like you're the man now. Pretty much, that's what happened.
Yo, you still not fixed, bro.
You saw that?
Yeah, I still hear it.
I'll move away from this mic.
Well, no, it's I know it's my stream for a fact. Oh, I
Yeah,
think
because
I.
I can hear it still from.
All right, I think I fixed it.
I hear it still.
For some reason, I'm not hearing no echo. She low diff.
Dang, still not fixed.
Did he low diff him?
Pretty much, it was like Marie Destro pretty much like went all out, and he broke like Shigaraki's one hand and like his foot too. But ultimately, it
Y'all
was
in the
like
chat still?
pretty much he
Sweet.
no
Yes,
diffed
yes.
him.
Nice.
Shigaraki, some shit from his past. We pretty much got exposed to how he started using his powers and shit. It was like about 1.5 to like 2 chapters of his flashback, and then at the end of it, it was him pretty much beating Redestro, and Redestro giving up. I mean, it was pretty
I
cool.
thought,
I
man, the
think it
My
was
Hero
pretty
chapter
decent.
was hype. I'm a huge fan of My Hero.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I like it. I enjoyed it. But the thing is, people were saying like, "Oh, this nigga said." At first, this one guy, he was like, "Oh, no shonen could come close to my hero. It's
I
the
saw that
best
shit.
fucking shit,
Yeah,
hands
that might have
down." He
been
was
a
like,
gross over exaggeration for real, but
and he
Bruh,
was putting like, he made a whole meme about it and everything. But
that's what I put the I commented on that bit. I put the when I put the I put it got shut the
yeah,
fuck up on it. I had to put it. I'm like, what?
and
Please shut
then
the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. Like a bunch of people that just wildly love My Hero was pretty much saying that it was the best arc that they ever read. Nothing compares to it. It was pretty much they were like copy pasting the same shit. Just that one dude made a whole meme of it, but a lot of them were like saying similar shit.
I think the
Fuck out of
the
here.
main issue with saying that about this arc is like I'm not gonna say that the arc didn't have like backstory or anything or like prep time, but
Yeah.
it's like when the comparison I saw on Twitter was somebody said this arc in My Hero is better than the Elf arc in Black Clover, when it's like you can't really say that considering that the Elf arc was built over like 100 and like over like 200 chapters essentially, when this arc was only like, granted it did have some build up, but it's like it just happened, and like that's
And
not
it
to take
wasn't
away from the
even
arc. The
build up
arc was
really.
fine.
It was like the army. It was mainly they talked about the dude Redestro and the Mutant Liberation Army. We're like, oh, okay, word. Now we know that that's what this guy is, and that's where he came from. Unlike in Black Clover, the whole premise of the story, we find a little bit out. We find a little bit more out. We find a little bit more out to this big reveal at the end. Like it's too the whole Black Clover was based around this reveal ultimately, and in My Hero that was just more like a foreshadowing for this organization to be
Exactly.
there. They did it like the show wasn't based on them fighting the League of Villains at the end of everything. It was more like a arc to give the villain some exposure, which I think it was pretty good.
That was good.
My my biggest gripe would be that like they were all beating, like they all kind of just beat their opponent the same. Besides Dobby, and a bunch of people were saying like, "Oh, yeah, Dobby's gonna turn up this chapter." He did like nothing. Like that's wild. Like how this whole chapter we barely see him fight the one dude. So I'm pretty upset we didn't see him do anything or who that
He's the
one
one
guy in the ice
everybody
hoodie
wanted to
is.
see too, which is the funniest part.
Yeah.
Screams.
So we only see what's that bitch Toga?
Toga
Oh no, we
twice. Yeah, Toga twice,
and
bro.
the lizard dude and the lizard dude and
Ah!
Shigaraki, they pretty much all four get power ups and
Somebody
have like
said this
some
scream.
backstory and shit.
Brandon said this scream show no pain. Planetary
But
devastation. It's fucking hilarious.
that's the thing, yeah, it was mad good though. Like,
It was
I mean,
good.
besides all of them following the same pattern, like, oh, the person got beat, like Shigaraki was getting beat up at first, same with everybody else, and then they like just was like, oh, nah, flashback, and then they had some flashback, and then they unlocked their powers.
But I mean, that's honestly like a shonen like
But that's how it
staple.
goes in that. That's how it goes. They were training for however long, right? And then they get challenged by these uh, mutant liberation armies. So after you train your cork a bunch, they were saying that you like you it evolves or whatever. That's how
Awakens or something, or
that's that's the same thing that the
Yeah, I
heroes
don't
are
know shit
doing.
about
Like
my hero, so I can't comment.
they're using
I
their
mean,
cork
all
so
of them
that they can
talking.
get stronger.
My
Like the
hero
nigga
fanboys need to
Kirishima.
chill. Exactly. My hero fanboys been going wild on Twitter, bro. If y'all got a Twitter, bro, they been going crazy. Jack been competing with them boys though.
they do.
Yeah,
But
Hey,
that's
y'all,
funny. Niggas will
y'all,
start talking about it, and then they won't even talk about My Hero. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, nah. I said to the one that I'm like, it wasn't the best, and then he was like, nah, why? Because the Elf arc is better. I'm like, I mean, that's not even. I want to talk about fucking My Hero, but I guess yeah. But
Yeah, I wanted to come in. I wanted to
how
come
you
in. I don't
feel
know what
about
y'all
this
talking
chapter?
about, but Jack, right?
How you feel about this Black Clover chapter?
me personally, I was gassed. Like what it did. Ooh, that
Somebody
was
said
some
my
heat.
hero fell off. My hero been fell off, but this so much information, bro. So much
oh
information. Hey,
yeah,
I don't know if
Yeah, it was
y'all
like
caught
a
up with
lot
Black
of
Clover.
world building that they did in this chapter.
Yeah, with the nations, it was kind of stuff we already got, but like I said, it was stuff that wasn't like said
But I
by like
don't
a
think
certain
we've ever
character.
seen we've never seen the other kingdoms before. Like we've seen inside of the Diamond Kingdom, I think, but that
hmm
was it. We didn't see like the outside landscape, and they kind of
Yeah,
showed that for each kingdom. They showed like a panned away, pretty much how they show in the Clover Kingdom with the capital all the way. They showed like that for each other kingdom.
which is cool.
I'm most excited about the Spade Kingdom myself. You know what I'm saying? The Spade Kingdom sound like it's gonna be some scary shit going on over there.
Oh, word, yeah, because the dude says he's like that's why I wanted the official chapters to come out because he was like the dude that they fucking something about devils or some shit.
Yeah, he called it the Demon Nation Spade Kingdom, which made me think I was like, so wait, are they demons or do they work with
And
That's
that's
demons?
what
what
I
I'm
was thinking.
saying.
Yeah, I heard a couple reviews of people saying that they already like they confirmed that it's a demon that's staying there, but I ain't get that. I don't understand why they say it's confirmed that it's a demon staying
I
Oh,
don't know
excuse
about
me.
if it's confirmed that a demon's there, but I mean, saying that the nation is called Nation of Demons, the Spade, like that, I like
It
you
could just
can
be a
probably put
name.
some for. Yeah, it could
there.
just
That's
be
what
a
I caught
name with
from it.
like,
No, because they gotta
and
be
then it also
dabbling in
said
that
that
type
it's
of
like
magic.
ancient horrors that lie there or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? It could be
Yeah,
possibly
but
like
people saying
where
it.
when demons was like back in the day when they was on the earth, that could have been like where they was from or something.
Yo, Jared
People
Punch,
saying
how's
it's
it going?
actual rule by a demon though. You think that's the case?
It
Or
could be.
like
I mean, crazy
separate.
stuff does happen.
Or it could be like the ruler there has a 5-leaf grimoire.
Well, I mean, would
Or
That'll
he?
not
be
even
something better, but I
their
don't want it to be
equivalent. It
ruled
would
by
be
an actual
whatever the
devil.
equivalent would be, because like the Diamond Kingdom, they don't got leaf grimoires. They just got like diamond fucking
Oh
grimoires.
yeah. It's like that. Yo, what's up, Flame? What's up, King Flames, my man? I saw Jack arguing with some guy named Ike, and he was trying to call the Elf Arc a training arc. Yeah, I saw that
That
shit
nigga's
too.
What?
That's just
stupid.
stupid.
They called it a training arc.
That's just
Yeah,
stupid.
Oh,
he
It's
was
just dumb.
he kept diverting and trying to
we
dodge
just
the.
saying whatever now. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just dumb.
like what?
Jack,
Fucking
Jack said that boy. He said, Jack, well, you reaching like a mug, boy.
like,
I'm pretty sure I did. Swear to God. But it's like okay.
fucking I was a little confused about what Nero what Julius was trying to say when Nero was doing. I wanted to ask y'all that because he said like something about Nero's trapping her body with inside the bird. That's why she was able to turn back into the
He,
bird.
yeah, he was. She said she was like whatever it is, concealing magic, whatever she
Ceiling.
do. She
Yeah, it's like a
concealing
more
her body
advanced
inside.
of that.
mm.
Because he
Just
said
trying to
something like,
debate top tiers. What's up, Carrie?
so then those horns, like the horns are the effect of a curse from using the forbidden techniques, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's called
why
like Deeves or something like that.
whatever the name was. Yeah,
Bouge.
I did not want to try
Yeah.
it. I'm pretty
Big.
sure somebody's gonna tell me about how I said that wrong.
But
I like, and I was taking that with a grain of salt because that's not official translation.
They
So I
get
was just
that
like,
too.
okay,
yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah,
I
because
gotta
it'll
take that with a grain of
probably
salt.
seem a little bit better. The whole chapter overall is gonna like just probably read smoother in the official translation.
Oh yeah, hey
Yeah,
Quan, you said something in your review. You said that that could like the guys who attacked Augustus or whatever,
Augustus.
the guys who attacked them, they was like you said they was
The Eye of the Midnight
I
Sun. That's what they
yeah, you
said in
said
the
they was Eye of the
translation that I
Midnight
read.
Sun,
Hmm.
but that you said there was Eye of the Midnight Sun that was still around and stuff like that. See, here's why I don't believe that, because you remember when, if I'm not mistaken, when Lich got awakened, I don't remember 100%, but when Lich got awakened, I thought all like the base Eye of the Midnight Sun that wasn't elves, like they all died
Died.
because
And that's what
sucked
I
their
thought
mana,
too.
man.
But like in the translation I read, they was like, "Oh, this is all because of the Eye of Midnight Sun." So I was like, "Oh, I guess."
Yeah,
So I mean,
It
just
could
like
yeah,
be
I read that
something
too.
like it could be something like
Like a
in
trick.
almost like Shield Hero, how they had the one church that was against the the heroes of the Shield or whatever. So
mm,
they got the church and the Eye of the Midnight Sun. That's pretty much for anybody who opposes them. So Licht, he made the Eye of the Midnight Sun, but then other people just used the title to attack the king and like go against them.
somebody's
That's what the
Yeah,
other nobles will
some
start, or the people that are against the king. I forgot what they called them, the anti-royalist or some shit like that.
somebody
yeah,
some people
yeah.
say
So I remember
it's
that.
somebody told me
punching.
that that it just didn't flat out say that in the translation that they read, and I was like, "Oh, well, bet." Like,
Oh,
Yeah, see,
that's
that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. I think I'd be reading the manga stream translation mainly.
Yeah, some Flames say It's these guys trying to debate self the program. Yo, Flames, if you debate self the program, you better come with some facts, bro. Like you gonna have to bring
Or
some facts.
come
Like
with a
don't go in
formula
there
sheet.
bullshitting, bro. Yeah, you gotta you gotta come in
That's
there with
the
some
whole
facts.
thing. That's the
Don't
whole
go in
thing
there
that people,
bullshitting, bro.
when they be going up against it, they always like divert from their original like points. Like I'd be like, okay, somebody will have a decent argument, and then they'll like end up going the way that he wants them to go. You know, they like
Yeah, that's
play it
how he
right.
be getting their ass, bro. Plot holes.
Yeah.
What's plot holes? Who got what's in plot holes? I don't what you talking about? Black Clover has plot holes or what?
He be getting.
No,
Actually,
it wasn't no.
the one thing I wanted to bring up is so like when Nero brought up the fact that Asta had a 5-leaf grimoire and like nobody like Tabata didn't draw a reaction from anybody. I thought, or at least I felt like they should have reacted to that.
Uh-huh.
Like it just seemed mad
Wait, in
weird.
this
Yeah,
chapter?
Yeah, in
Did
this
it happen?
chapter,
Did she say that? Or did
she
she think it?
no, she was
my
saying
whole
she said
yeah.
like
Go ahead,
oh
bro.
she said like a devil resides in Asta's 5-leaf clover grimoire that other one failed to take, and like then she just continued talking or went to Julius or something. I'm just like, no one's gonna say anything about the fact that he has the 5-leaf clover grimoire. Like,
Oh, she's like, within us, this 5-leaf grimoire which the devil had failed to acquire. They probably like this bitch don't know what the fuck. She's used to be a bird. They're like, how's he taking everything she says?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I feel like they like somebody had like either they already knew or it was just
And then
like
a lot of
like
people like Noelle, because the only people that seem to be there is Noelle, Yami, the or
yeah. What the
Julius,
fuck is William and Petrie?
it just seems so weird to me
yes,
that he's
and
only
Mimosa.
talking to
So like,
them.
what is? And why would Mimosa say anything about her? Like she's or Noelle, they probably are just struggling to keep up with what the fuck is going
No,
on. You know?
I think Noelle was just talking to her head when she had her little moment.
Yeah, which is like, no,
Yeah.
no. She said that they both say it.
Nah, my friend's debating him. Well, tell your friend he better come with some facts, and he can beat him. He can beat. You think your friend can beat self the program? He better come with some facts, bro. I'm gonna
Famous
watch that
last
shit too.
words.
Tag me in it. Oh man. But
The Diamond Kingdom looks pretty fucked.
the justice dude. What is his name?
D-
The Beto. I mean what is his name, Jack?
Man, I can't say
I was like, damnation. I thought they were saying a word like damnation, and then I'm like, oh, that's this nigga's name, bro.
Yeah.
I read the
Listen,
chapter. I was like, what the fuck?
exactly, bro. That's why I didn't mention it in my chapter review because I didn't even know that was his name. I'm thinking that's just like something they was saying. And then like I saw Brokeno and Quan review, and I was like, that's that motherfucking name.
Damnatio,
Damnado,
I guess.
Daminito, D'Amato, I don't know.
Yeah,
Dominoes, I have no idea.
That
damnation,
almost
bro.
looks like it wants to say damnation. Like that's when I read it. Like I got a little bit of
Yeah.
dyslexia, so it kind of looks like it says damnation. So I'm gonna call that
He said
nigga
you got a little
damnation.
bit dyslexia.
Just a little bit.
Damnation. Hey, that motherfucker look like he coming for Austin though, bro.
Clean. And then yeah, I think somebody was saying that there was like Asta's devil in the one of the pins, and I don't think that's his devil. I think that's
Like he
just
might
like
be
just his magic
sensing
or
the
some shit.
devil's energy or something.
Yeah, he might be trying to fuck. Like that's how he figures out where whoever he's looking for is. It's like his spell or whatever of location
Yeah,
or some
what y'all
shit.
think his magic is doing to people?
I don't know, but this one person on Twitter said they had made a post and like the only person that ever like shrunk somebody else's magic or like something in general was Charmy when she like locked those dudes up in her cotton balls and then made them extra small, like put them in her pocket or some shit.
Oh, I remember that. Damn, I forgot all about that. Do y'all
But I
think
think
it's
he's
going to
doing
be
something
a group called
similar.
Justice
No.
that comes after Asta? Somebody said, do y'all think it's going to be a group called Justice that comes after Asta? I've been seeing that Justice might be a group, kind of like the Akatsuki or the White Hoods. I don't know. I don't know because like I don't even see no evidence of that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then we didn't. There wasn't any in Naruto until they literally just popped up.
Yeah,
he does look
from the
clean though.
looks of it,
His outfit is, and the picture was far away, like panned away. His shit looks like it's pretty detailed. They've got
Yeah,
like
but from the
30
looks of it, it looks
distinct
like Asta's
stripes.
just gonna go to court. Like they're gonna go to court. Like he's not gonna try to fight them or nothing. He's gonna go and plead his case. You know, he was pretty
Yeah, he's
much
gonna be
saying
like,
a
he
good case
believes in the
already. Like,
law. Asta believes in the law, so I don't think he's
yeah,
gonna
it's
run
like,
away. He's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna run.
He said
yeah,
Asta's
and
about to
like
be
what
in.
Asta was saying, this is
the-
nobody's fault. Like this, nobody is to blame for all this. Like, yeah, people,
Not
you know
even
what I'm saying?
William.
People died and all that stuff,
But then if
but
you got a bunch of niggas like this dude Damnation around, and then Asta, and then
Keep
say they do
pausing.
like, nah, fuck you, we about to kill you, like we about to
but
kill
see,
you, and then
this
he's
is why I
gonna be
believe. This is
fucked.
why I believe everything's gonna be okay because Asta literally got future Wizard Kings backing him. He got
Yeah.
Fleegolion's going to back him. Nozir's definitely
Mhm.
going to back him.
But they don't
Oh
know he
yeah,
has.
like they
They
all
don't know he
fought
has
on the
devil
same
powers though.
battlefield. Yeah, they
What you
do.
say,
They
Quan?
fought on the same battlefield.
Well, like
They saw him
Fregolion
turn.
doesn't. Like, I mean, Nozel
Oh,
might,
true.
but like, he might not know
I
exactly
know
what's going
Nozil
on.
going to back him. Like Noel will make that motherfucker. Like Noel's probably going to stand up and say something.
Yeah, but then you're gonna be like, you're a kid.
If
Get
she
the fuck
haven't
out of
played,
here.
But
I
like,
don't know.
you gotta
Like, she
think
have to
about
have
it too.
a
It's almost
place
like
to say something.
the Akiras are like higher up than the Silvas or
Yeah.
the
They're
Yeah, that's
pretty much the
true.
highest. They're the
Nah,
top of the
I'm not
royal
saying.
family.
I'm not saying like it's gonna like. I'm just saying like them backing him should play a role in him
Everybody,
getting
like
off.
everybody
I'm
that
not saying
would
it's gonna
back
like.
him.
Yeah, for sure, get him
The Royals
off
are
of
tough
it. Like
though, man.
even Julius, ex Wizard King is
And
most likely gonna
and the
back him.
people too, because remember at the festival, a bunch of people started sticking up for him. They're like, "Oh yeah, he fucking saved me in this one village," and then the other girls,
Yeah,
like,
but
"Yeah,
those are
he saved
commoners.
me
Like
too."
they don't.
Yeah,
Those are
but that's what I'm
commoners.
saying. So he's gonna have everybody, you know, all these noble people and royals, including captains,
But like,
freaking high-ranking
it,
knights,
it,
and then also a good majority of the commoners.
it's
Yeah,
just, but it's one of
and
those.
they find what
What?
you say, Quan?
But
I
I
would
was.
say they got to put a like him having the last hit on the devil, like being the actual person that defeated the devil, got to play a role in it too.
Nobody's
Yeah,
seen that
I
though.
think so. Yeah, they did.
A couple people seeing it. Yeah,
I mean, like,
there. Oh well, Lich.
you know,
Lich and
a
Lich and
peasant,
Lumiere's gone.
a peasant
Lich,
and an elf. It's like that's not gonna stand up with them. A peasant and an elf scene. That's all I'm saying. It's like those royals don't care about that.
Like, kill him, kill him.
They're gonna kill him.
somebody says
No,
the Black Bulls.
no.
The Black Bulls are going to go rogue. I don't think that.
I think I think someone was saying I seen that I believe possibly like that they're gonna because they're gonna have to weigh like how because Yami was there and regardless to what they want to say Yami dealt he was the only captain that magic could affect this devil, right? So
Yeah.
nobody else could even mess with it. So him saying like, "Oh yeah, Asta was the one that helped me," like, and being like, his magic is very valuable, like he shouldn't. They probably would consider that and take that into consideration, and instead of killing him, like, put him under watch by a higher up like this guy or somebody
You know
else.
in Nero. You know in Nero what? You know in Nero ship? I want to see a main character die. Why would you want to see him? Who do you want to see die? Brandon? What main character? But nah, bro.
Noel, Noel.
What?
That
Stop.
I'd probably
No,
burn
I'll
all my
clap Sabo while you
copies.
bullshit. Stop playing. No, she will. Like, what? Sea Dragon Roar, sea, saltwater. He's a devil fruit eater. He's done.
Oh, he's comatose.
Yeah, he's done. Facts.
I wonder if she's gonna be able to
you
like.
know in Nero, you know in Nero what? I don't know what's up with you know in Nero. If I'm being honest.
I wonder if like she'll get manas on or whatever and be able to like fire off multiple of them, from whatever, like behind the nigga or something. I'm like, ah.
Ooh,
Start spamming it.
that'd be
Fuck,
kind of
motherfucker.
broken, bro. Like 3 Sea Dragon, like kind of like how Windstorm is. Like he can do like 3 or 4 of them at a time. And his
Like
mana's
if she
on,
did
that'd-
if she did the big Naga's cradle, right? That's the big one.
Mhm.
And then if they came into it, then she could like just fire them from wherever, like that. That'd be heat.
I was there to see Asta kill the devil. you know, Nero was there to see how to kill the devil. Oh, that's what you were saying. I got
Yeah.
you, got
I
you,
mean,
got
like
you.
when I
You
said
know
nobody was there, I'm
Nero.
talking about like if the Kira family is who the council is, like it's like you gotta think about these are like top royals, and I'm saying like who in that top royal council is gonna care about who was there seeing it. It's like no, like because if you look at how Augustus is, he really does not care about peasants or he only cares about royalty and like high ranking nobles. So like being a peasant,
Well,
like elves being there.
this chapter kind of challenged that though, Quan, because
What?
he was saying himself like I was wrong about peasants and stuff, but then he had people attack him. Like that's kind of crazy. But he said it himself. He was like, I was wrong. Like maybe Julius have a point about
Oh, not
commoners
you
and
know, but
peasants. Maybe they are
the
actually
king,
small.
yeah.
Augustus just be
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
stuff though. It's like one of the things where
But
like even Noella and Mimosa were worried when they thought about
Of
the
course.
Kira house is who is
If you're not worried, you're just crazy.
the
Like
most
you just have
corrupt
no emotion.
royal house is the one that is in charge. Like
But I'm saying we don't know this guy's motive right now. Like he could legit be about justice, and if he thinks that Asta is honestly not possessed and can control this power, and he's honestly about dealing out justice, and he's not just gonna go after. He could be like as good as their family could get.
I mean, but
So he might be a little fucky, but
the only sucky thing is like if you have to consider it, it's like okay, a devil caused all this. It's like it's almost like to be extra careful, it would be smarter to just eliminate Asta off the bat though, from their perspective.
Mm. I don't know. I do think like Yami wouldn't even let that happen. Like that might do send the Black Bull rogue if they try to like clap Austin. Like
yeah, I
without
don't
a
think
doubt.
that they'll do it, especially with they're calling the Diamond King or the not the Diamond but the Spade Kingdom, like the Demon Spade Kingdom. So if they could have an ace in their back pocket type shit, I don't see them just
They got to be
throwing it
thinking that
away.
way though. Like
But if that
somebody
if
have to
yeah,
actually think
but
that
then
way.
if dude just considers it evil, like then I mean he gonna try to get rid of it at least. But then again, that's just speculation. I mean I obviously don't know. Like
Yeah, but
Dude,
that's what I'm
like
saying. He could consider it
like he
evil,
ain't
but
falling for
as
no
long as
bullshit.
Asta keeps it in check, like he'll be like, okay, but
I mean, so far he been keeping it in check pretty good. Luck is clapping no well. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I just don't
not
feel
fun
like
with
debating
nobody.
it right now, but if you got it right now.
Oh, so
Like
you,
maybe
you
debate.
actually don't think so?
Say that in about 20 minutes, and I'll probably debate you.
Quan Credible is on your side, so don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, hey Flame, Quan gonna help you
Which
out now.
slumbers with the extreme
Hey,
bitter
I know
cold
one
of
thing.
the
Quan
massive
better say
land.
one thing wrong, cause he say one thing wrong. He gonna do that.
You made one about me
Hey,
first.
everything Quan say better be 100% facts.
Accurate.
You made one about me first, though. That's
No, but yours about me was a reach though. Like yours about me was a complete reach.
mine was innocent. I literally did not have that page. Like I didn't have the page.
And then you put Bugs Bunny sawing off Florida. That was too much. That was too much.
He went. I was gonna say, did he go extra with it though? Like I feel like he added more to it than
It was revenge.
With mad extra, bro.
I had to redeem
You
myself.
had to come back with true that. You gotta go harder, go home. And you already home, so
I'm telling you, everything he said better be 100% accurate, bro. I'm on his ass, bro.
You got me killed.
I'm on his ass, bro. Don't sleep on my boy Luck. Yo, say that in 20 minutes, Doug.
I told you, Quan Credible is
you
on
see
your side.
because the Spade Kingdom, they could be saying like that they're a demon nation, like that they're like a really vicious and evil nation, as in like that, or they could be like, oh, they're a nation that openly uses the influence of forbidden demon magic.
That's why, like, whenever these officials finally do come out for this chapter, it's gonna be filling in a lot of holes.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
fuck
so
yeah,
I'ma
bro!
just
I want to see
because I'm not doing
cause
this.
they say that but see this is what I want to see, cause they say the Diamond Kingdom and the Spade Kingdom are trying to like close more territory in the like safe zone.
Yeah, and that little magic belt.
But isn't that where like the Witch's Forest is?
It's
so like
in one of the areas. Everything isn't the whole thing. It's just like in one
just
patch.
It's just like a little small area. No, I know, but I'm saying like the Diamond Kingdom already provoked her and attacked the witch queen. So
Mm.
what I'm saying is like they'll probably
Oh,
like the Clover Kingdom will probably try to go ally with them and try to get them to
yeah.
help fight them off,
Especially
or
Vanessa.
the witches might go on their own and go attack the Diamond Kingdom while we're probably
And
trying to deal with the Spade Kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
and
Something
they
like
might
that.
she might even ask for their help. She might be like, "Yo, help me out, fucking daughter. I fucking and Asta too.
Yeah,
Like I healed your goddamn arms, you piece of shit.
Well,
Help
I
me
mean,
out."
he protected the forest. Debt's already been paid.
nah, I
Nah,
ain't gonna
nah.
hold you. Hey,
Because then she
I ain't
gave
gonna
him
hold you.
extra shit and he brought shit and
Hold
healing
on.
everybody.
I
Nigga
ain't
was
gonna
just
hold you.
handing that shit out.
I ain't gonna hold you. The Queen Witch, she can probably take a nation by herself.
By herself. Yeah,
That
like, unless you got somebody to stop the blood, the whole blood bending. I don't. Yeah, that's tough.
And then you
My
see
boy
the
said, "Nah, I debated top. I debated top tier about this. I'm ready. You know what, Flames? I might get you in the Discord. We might record that. We might gotta do a collab on that, bro. I haven't did a collab with you at all. I hope some.
oh.
I hope some of the people in House Kira have some common sense. Yeah, I mean, you would hope so, but so far, I mean, if they all act like the way Nozier used to act in the beginning of Black Clover, then Asta's pretty much fucked.
And that's what I doubt. I think they'll be different because this guy we don't even know his full deal
His
and how
motives.
he is.
Right,
And
right.
so there might other people might be looking for other things or be more open
I honestly
like
think. What?
or not mimosas, but yeah, I guess mimosas aunt and Noel's mom. She probably wasn't like a stuck up royal, like a good handful of them.
So kind of be more like how the Vermilion family is, because it doesn't seem like any
Yeah,
of them kind of care about standing. Oh, I wonder if this is where
yeah,
like Fogolion's parents and and Nozelle's
and they
parents are.
split.
Like no, I wonder if they're part of the council. Like I wonder if just the older people are
Oh
part
yeah,
of the council. That would make sense.
that's totally possible. Yeah,
Just a bunch of old white men in one room, kind of like how
just
America is
old
supposed to be
niggas
ran.
clapping.
Like where does that
Um,
sound familiar?
but and then they say for the Heart Kingdom or the Heart Nation that by adapting their land rich in natural mana, they have mastered a unique style of magic, largely true. So I wonder what their type of magic is going to look like because their land naturally has large amounts of mana.
Yeah.
So
Are we just
somehow
gonna be
they
like a bunch of
adapted a
Merleonas?
technique.
Cause remember that's pretty much what Merleona did. She just got a like she
Yeah,
went and
yeah, it
bathed in
might be
like
a
natural
fucking land
mana
of
for
and
years.
look at it. It kind of looks like almost a rainforest, like an
Yeah,
Amazonian.
I said it
Yo,
Yeah.
this
reminds me
place
of
could be
Brazil.
really filled with women. It could be like almost like an Amazonian,
Yeah,
like
I said in
Xena
my
type
review it
shit.
reminds me of Brazil. And then like I was thinking like, well, what if we just get a kingdom of a bunch of Merleonas that just bathed in
Yeah,
natural mana?
It
That'd
would
be so
right.
fucking crazy.
it would be weird though, because we already got like the whole witch thing. Do we really need? I mean, a second like only one gender race or
No,
only one
no,
gender
and it's
race?
probably not only women, but it's probably like majority women. Like they're
Mm.
probably not like the
Or
witches,
maybe they're in
as in
charge.
they.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a matriarchy style
I see what you're saying.
of
Oh,
living.
kind of like in Magi. I don't know if y'all ever watched Sinbad, the Sinbad
Yeah,
Magi spinoff, but
on
it
Netflix.
was a place like that too. They
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
used the men for slaves. How about Noel Dad? How about Noel Dad is one of them too? Oh, that'd be like, oh,
Oh,
Noel
that
Yeah,
would
Dad
that's
make
getting
what he was
into.
sense for
saying.
where he would be at. Yeah, yeah, that would make
Wasn't
sense.
that
Yeah,
isn't that
cause
what you're saying generally, right? Like that's
Yeah,
where for Goldilocks and their parents would be a part of the council.
that'd be dope. Cause like we got confirmation that the mom is done. The mom is like no longer
said
here
she's done.
with us.
Cooked up,
So like
fried up.
the pops, their pops will be there. Probably. What if we get like August like late family, one of his old ancestors or something
Like
like that.
the
Yeah,
previous actual king.
Yeah,
yeah,
somebody who
yeah.
has, cause I believe August is nothing but a figurehead anyway.
And then like probably the last Wizard King, is a part of it as well. Like
Yeah,
before Julius.
The way August he acts like a little kid. Like I believe he's nothing but a figurehead. If I'm being honest with you,
He's so
so
spoiled.
like having
Yeah.
a Congress or a council actually make a lot of sense.
to like
And
veto
that's
some of
what
the wild stuff. He
people
had
were
probably.
saying when they were trying to say, "Oh, there's no fucking consequences. There's no consequences." They were saying,
Bro, bro, listen, bro. We was saying something different. It wasn't. Y'all took it out of perspective, bro. It was like it's consequences, but they don't never last. Like the consequences instantly vanish out of like something. It's something always around the corner that saves the person that's supposed to be having consequences.
So you talking about? Oh wait,
That's what
Are we? I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
we're talking about, like consequences in Black Clover in general. Like it's always like
yeah,
it is a consequence. Like anytime somebody do something crazy or something, yeah, it's consequences. Austin lost his arm fighting Reckless against Veto. Like you know what I'm saying? All type of shit. All type of stuff had happened. The one girl crushed her throat. One guy broke his arms. Flagoleon lost the arm. It's all type of stuff, but it's always like 2 or 3 chapters later, or maybe the next arc, where that consequence that happened is fixed. It's no longer.
yeah.
So it's
See,
like, do
that's I was
consequences
mainly
is do
saying how
consequences
like
mean
people were
anything?
saying that this arc is trash because there's no consequences, that nobody died pretty much, and that means
Oh, I
that
didn't say that.
it
Yeah,
pretty
I didn't
much.
say
Oh, he
that.
was talking about
No, but
somebody
that's
That's what I
else.
mean.
generally, yeah. No, I'm talking about in general though, because like if that's what you want to say, but that's your rendition of them not having consequences. You're
Yeah,
not taking it as drastic as having people like having to die to demonstrate it.
no,
But
that's just stupid.
generally, it's not like any show doesn't have convenient things to it. Like
Yeah, that's a shonen
any
trope. That's
sh-
like that's basic
any
shonen.
show, or not only show, like any show is
Any
gonna, like,
work
you
of
read any comic, you watch any show that's like a drama, things are gonna happen conveniently to progress the story. Like, I don't.
Well, not the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It still happened convenient to the story to keep the viewer intrigued in the story. It may not be what you expected to happen, but it's still like, oh, like some convenient thing happened to make this plot twist happen. Without that convenient thing being there, the plot twist wouldn't have happened, or you know,
It's, and then when you go and read a manga like Demon Slayer, where literally like your consequence, you fuck up in Demon Slayer, you fuck.
like yeah, if
You
you
know what I'm
mess up,
hmm
saying?
somebody dies. Like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just like that is a perfect example. Like, yeah, okay, so how did it happen miraculously that Tanjiro remembers this breath technique out of nowhere, and his sister gets her demon art at the same time, and they kill the one dude? Like, oh, like how convenient was that to the plot for that to happen? That doesn't mean that there aren't any consequences.
Well,
wait,
see, like with
see,
with
but the
with,
thing.
with Demon Slayer, it's kind of based off Destiny. So all that stuff was like when you got a manga based off Destiny, it's like that stuff is going to happen. It's kind of like Naruto.
I,
Naruto's based off Destiny. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think like the main thing that like Jack is getting at is people online, like especially on Twitter, like try to bash Black Clover from using the same techniques that other writers of other shows use, and that is in their favorite series too. Like it's like
yo, yo, I find this real funny. It's kind of off topic, but if you don't want to be spoiled about Ketsu no Yaiba right now, just kind of like mute me real quick. But I was watching this video on YouTube about Ketsu no Yaiba, right?
uh-huh.
And fucking one dude, he was saying, so he was like, I'm not gonna try to spoil nobody in this video. He was like, yeah, Nezuko can walk in sunlight. When that awakened, this happened, and it was just like, okay.
Wow,
And
you
then like 2 seconds later, he was like, well, I'm not gonna say what Nezuko demon form looks like, but because I don't want to spoil you, motherfucker. You just gave one of the biggest spoilers in the fucking
like
manga.
huge spoilers back
You
to
don't want
back.
to keep going with it now? You might as well just keep fucking going with it.
You mean
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer has the most plot armor in anime. What? Nobody has plot armor.
dude? Tanjiro has a
But
lot
that,
of plot armor for real, for real.
that's what I'm
That's
saying. But
it
you
though.
can't say that. Like, that's the fucking main character. Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
make
he's the
sense
only
to
one
like
though.
base
Like
your argument
literally
off of that.
everybody else can get it, bro.
But I mean that's like
Like
a lot of
everybody else.
well, well honestly the main trio has a lot of plot armor for real, for real.
Yeah.
No,
Because it depends on
no.
what type of book you're reading or whatever you're reading. Like if it's a darker, themed shit, like niggas are just gonna be getting off left and right, and it's gonna not seem that plot armory.
But honestly, like any main cast of characters has plot armor. It's always like the main 2 or 3 characters have plot armor. Like that's just how everything works. Like if somebody can find me a shonen, like not anything that like isn't shonen, like no, yeah, actually anything that isn't. Well, no, because the Kame got killed. No one has plot armor,
It's
but no one's safe. No
uh,
one is safe.
no one's safe. Yeah.
I promise you, your
And that's
favorite
what
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
character.
couple
saying. Like,
mangas out there where no one's safe.
and what about
Actually,
what I'm
Fairy
saying?
Tail
Like,
does. Fairy
Scar
Tail
was
has
straight
hella plot
offing
armor.
people. Scar was just offing people in Full Metal Alchemist. Like, the shorty was a homunculus dog, and he just killed her. He's like, "Oh, fuck you, bitch. Like, forgive you for your sins. Die." And they
Yeah,
just
it's tough.
offed her. And then other people
Yeah,
that like
hey,
agree, what's her name, killed. Like people be dying left and right in a lot of, but that's not what makes it good though. It's because the way that it fit into the story.
Yeah, yeah, like
hey,
plot armor
Quan,
isn't bad. What's up?
do you think like characters in Fire Force have a lot of plot armor?
Shinra has a lot of plot armor, but like plot armor isn't bad
Well, yeah,
though.
cause like,
Like it's only like plot armor is
yeah,
only bad when it doesn't make sense. It's like if it makes sense, then I don't have a
Nah,
problem with it.
nah, but I'm saying anybody outside the 8th Brigade. What about them having plot
Oh
armor in
yeah, no,
Fire
no, 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 no,
Force?
no, no. If you're not part of like Obi Squad, you have no
It doesn't
plot.
exist.
You don't have
it
plot
doesn't.
armor.
oh, okay.
It doesn't fucking exist, bro.
Like any supporting characters, be careful. Like
Bro, when Juggernaut almost got knocked off, I was like, okay, this for real. Like
I thought he was,
this ain't playing.
man.
This is
I was 100% for sure.
he lost the arm.
I was like, this dude's gonna die. I was like, I didn't even. I thought he was gonna die. I really did.
Yeah, me too. Cause Tamiki was bullshitting, bro. And Flames, I'm tired of you talking about Tamiki this, Tamiki that. Tamiki is fucking
Which one's
trash, bro.
Tamiki? The one that fucking be getting her boob squeezed all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, cat chick.
I thought she was the one bitch from his team
Not that
for a
naked
second
shit.
when I was watching the anime.
Her and Maki do look similar. I used to get mixed up on those two when I first started reading it all the time.
Yeah. Bro, their
Wait a minute.
names are just
And then I was like, why is she acting so different? I'm like, why the fuck is she acting so different, bro? And then I was like, oh, that's a whole different character.
a whole
The
nother
fuck?
character, bro.
Because she kind of like came out of nowhere. Like, she like just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, when they introduced it,
Yeah, she's a part of the first. I think in the anime, she's still a part of the first brigade. That's why.
Yeah, yep. She like came up and she just starts talking shit to him, and he's like, oh, what's like? She comes out of nowhere. He's like thinking about something. She pretty much just throws her titties in his face.
Well,
It's like word.
Demon Slayer is top tier plot armor, bro. Name
Oh,
somebody
this bitch
besides
fucking me
Tanjiro
up.
and Nezuko that got plot armor in the. I don't. Hold on. Are you reading the? Are you in the manga? First of all, if you're in the manga, then you know. But if you're in the anime, I can see why you say that.
Yeah, even in the anime, nothing really has happened yet. Like,
Can you honestly
besides
say Inosuke
this
does
main
not have
fight
plot
and
armor?
shit.
Bro,
Like
Inosuke
that
has no
last
plot-
fight,
Bro,
Dude,
Inosuke
that-
getting clapped.
Bro, he should have got his throat crushed by the spider dad, but he was able to still be like, he should have been done.
Yeah.
But see, Inosuke is not like a normal human. He can bounce back and stuff like that.
And
Because,
freaking
yeah, 'cause of his
Zenitsu, he
growing
should have got
up or
turned into a
whatever.
spider, bro. He shouldn't have even been able to hold off.
The insect pillar stopped all that.
Yeah, but he still held out for like half an hour, like before
yeah,
she even
but
got
because
there.
of his grandfather, like him remembering his grandfather and shit, like. So it's
But
not
that's
like it was
because of his
bad,
breath.
but
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying
Well,
that.
okay,
like,
so-
he
see,
had-
that's
saying
what that's
that
what happens
is-
when you
that is the
automatically.
plot armor. Like,
yeah,
him remembering
That's how
that is the
he-
plot armor is what you're saying.
yeah. Not
Okay, I see
the
what y'all saying.
fact that it happens, but like
Demon
that.
Slayer
The,
getting a dub, or just a sub.
I dropped Fire
man,
Force.
It's
Why did you
100%
drop
good.
Fire Force? You're crazy.
Dude, Fire
I know
Force
they
is
got,
not
like, 6
getting traction like
episodes.
how I thought it would. Like a lot of people.
I got like I think 4 episodes to watch of it. I'm pretty.
the past
pretty excited.
episode.
I'm just waiting for the episodes to stack up.
The past one, the one that just came out the other day, was it was a pretty hype.
Cause I was like, nah, I'm not
Don't
about to
worry.
like fucking watch this shit week to week. I'm about
Hey
to start
Quan,
reading that.
hey
Fuck
Quan,
that.
all these people dropping Fire Force better keep that same energy
Mm-hmm.
when the fight with the Star Dude and Shiro get animated. They better keep that same fucking because when Ketsu no Yaiba episode 19 dropped, it was fucking ridiculous. Like every
Yeah.
fucking body coming out of woodworks talking about they like Ketsu no Yaiba out of nowhere. I'm just like, what?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I like the episode. I'm like, but I mean, it was okay.
Demon Slayer manga is about the
But it
end.
was like,
Yeah,
okay, it did
I
look
think it's
really
about the
good.
end
It's
too.
probably the best looking episode. But I was telling somebody earlier today, like I liked the episode with Zetsui's with his shit. You know, when he did the shit to the spider. I think that
Thunder.
was looked better than the Tanjiro and Nezuko part. I think
That it's
But
funny.
see,
Zetsui's looked cleaner.
I think they fucked up. Like I think they really fucked up because now they're gonna have to keep that same energy with every fight. Like
It
they're gonna be
already
able to
looks
keep that
like
high quality.
I think I've seen like the next episode where the dude the one dude in the green and like yellow shit, he
Yeah,
fights
he
the
uses
last
water
fighter,
lure.
and it didn't look as good. It looked a lot more 3D. You could tell
Yeah,
because
it looked
they
really
pretty much
CGI.
yeah yeah.
It's
So it's
actually
like
funny because I was just telling Josuke about this when we talked the other day that like this arc in the manga wasn't even like this hype. Like I don't even know why they are
yeah,
making
because
this.
personally,
Yeah,
like the story itself, it was I'm like, oh okay. Like I think the last chapter when we met Jatsui and Inosuke, that was or not the last chapter, but the last couple episodes when we meet them, and he's in that one house with a dude that used to be one of the pillars.
Oh, with
I
the
think that
drums.
whole part was better. Yeah, and then he goes and sees Inosuke and then beating up Zetsui and then they start fighting. Like I think that whole little part was better than this later spider
Literally,
part
bro,
here.
that interaction in the manga was like maybe 2 or 3 panels. I don't know how they got a full choreographed fight out of that, or they had some money to burn. Like, but
Oh
they
wait,
did.
which
yeah.
one? Which part? The
With
this
Tanjiro and
last?
Nezuko fighting. With
Oh
Yeah,
Nezuko
really?
fighting.
yeah, Tanjiro and Inosuke, bro. It was a better choreographed fight than like the entire
Oh
first season
they
of
like
My Hero. Like
I swear to God, it was mad Sakuga. Like that shit looked beautiful. I was like, oh my God! Like, I'm
like
like, oh, I
Yeah,
gotta
I
rewatch
just watched
that.
that episode like 2 days ago, and I said the same thing. I was like, yo, they went all out with this part.
bro, like
Yeah.
they
Yo,
splurged on that
hey
episode for some reason.
Quan, hey, in the manga, bro, another funny part is when Tanjiro attacked Ren Goku's dad, and then the little brother was like, "Wait, Tanjiro, my dad used to be a pillar," and the dad knocked Tanjiro on his ass. That shit was so. That shit was so funny, bro. Tanjiro in the way he was doing, bro. That bitch say, "Wait, my dad used to be a pillar." That bitch say, "All right, boom, knocked Tanjiro right on his ass, bro."
Dude,
I was like, "Oh shit."
that's one thing I want to see out of in Demon Slayer. I want to see like those like old pillars like fight. Like
Yeah,
Tanjiro's
me too. I want
master,
to see
like is it
yeah, Tanjiro's
Oh.
master. Like that's who I hope come in to fight Muzan. If I'm being honest with you, like I hope they come and help.
that'd be hype. That'd be pretty hype.
Oh, somebody said King Flame said the anime and the Fire Force anime is trash. He don't like it.
I don't think it's
Okay.
trash. I just think like the Hibana arc is like the Hibana arc is kind of slow, but it's interesting.
Yeah,
But
it's
like
not hype.
I
yeah,
honestly think it's really good, and that's why I want to let the episode stack because like it's just more arduous waiting every week for a fucking next episode. That
yeah.
makes me want to read it a lot more than if I just like let 5 or 10 episodes stack, watch them, and then do that again, watch them. Like that's probably what I'm gonna do with Kimetsu no Yaiba. Like I'm gonna let a couple more episodes stack now that I caught up, and then watch them.
Bro, read that damn manga, bro.
It's
Stop with the episodes. Read the manga.
it's weird because I'm
The
trying to
manga
do
is
the
so
same
hype right
thing.
now,
I'm letting
Jack.
all that stack. I'm letting all that stack up.
I'll read it once like the seasons are over and shit.
I think they're only
That's
doing
what
like
I used to
24
do when I
episodes.
wait till the season over.
Who
I ain't
Kimetsu no
started none
Yaiba
of
or
that.
Yeah, I
Fire
think they only
Force?
got licensed for like 24 or 25.
Yeah, Kinesia Yaibon has 24 episodes or 25 or something like that. So they only got a couple more episodes left. I think this was episode 20, so yeah, they got like 5 more.
Hmm.
I might start that bit then.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
Which
it's
means
not. It's,
which means that they might like start right before they leave to do like training. It's like they might do
So
yeah,
they're
that.
gonna
probably
get their new swords and everything.
Yeah, yeah, they'll
no,
probably.
they'll probably show the training. They'll probably show him getting all the way up to the Gorg, and then
Mhm.
that's probably where they'll cut it.
Like I said, the Gorg.
Yeah, cause it's a part where he gotta learn how to blow, like like old gorgs, old wooden gorgs. He gotta learn how to blow his breath in it until it bursts
Oh, a
open.
Gorg, yeah.
And,
I thought you said
and it's
Gorg. What the fuck is
yeah,
a Gorg?
a gorg, a
Watching
gorg. I don't
Stranger
know if I'm saying
Things.
it
Like
right.
a gourd?
No, no, you're saying it right. You just heard you wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta destroy a fucking gorg using nothing but breath, which is fucking ridiculous.
Only anime
Mm.
character doing that is Luffy.
Facts. Fucking facts. But man, Ketsu no Yaiba manga is hype, Jack. It's so fucking hype.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know. I
wait to
like it.
catch
I
up.
even like that's what I'm saying. Like, I like the anime even, but like just this one little, couple episodes. It happened so fast too. It was like they came into the spider place, and then he killed the one bitch spider, fought the one dad spider, kills the other nigga, the main pillar spider. It was like mad rapid, and the other one it was like more build up. He was like saving the kid, and then he left them,
Honestly,
and
that's
then
how it
he had to
happened
fucking
in the manga. Like this little spider stuff. I mean, it was like maybe 10 chapters. Like it was not long. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
not long
from
at
start
all.
to finish. Like
You went to you went to the anime and get to what the brother and the sister, the pillars. Like that's gonna be some shit.
hmm
it's weird. Actually, it's funny because
And I really like the art too. I like the fuck with the art, and then I'd be seeing the panels being posted and stuff. I'd be like, "Oh, that shit looks
I
nice."
think it's weird that it took Ketsu no Yaiba so long to get this popular. Like I honestly thought that like that one. Oh, it's also weird how popular that Doctor Stone is. I didn't think that Doctor Stone would be
Oh,
this
I like
popular.
it so much.
Yeah, I'm not a Doctor Stone guy
I
myself.
like it a lot.
Like I say,
Me too. I'm
Doctor
a
Stone is
stonehead.
Stone is that what they're
Doctor
called?
Stone is
Nah, I don't know. That's what I call
it's
it.
a required taste. It's a required
Yeah, I guess.
taste.
I feel it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do. But it's just not. It's not for me. Maybe when they get an English dub, I'll probably watch it.
Jack, for 2
Oh,
seconds, I was
sure.
like, "Who is this person on my team?" I thought I was playing by myself, and I was like, "Oh wait, I joined this group."
We might lose. We're playing up against I don't even know what the
I'm
fuck
almost a
color that
senior
is.
Magic Knight. We're not. Actually, you're almost a senior Magic Knight too. We should be okay. We're almost
Y'all
vice
playing
captain level.
quartets?
Yeah, we're
Right.
almost vice captain level. We should be
He's
okay.
still like an outranks us, but like probably fucking 10 ranks maybe.
I mean, he is vice captain level. Is he senior Magic Knight or Grand Magic Knight?
He's like magenta
I think he's Grand
Grand
Magic
Magic
Knight then.
Knight.
Okay, so I mean, two
Yeah.
almost captain level people can be the captain level person.
But no, because we're only silver though. We're like silver. He's like magenta though. So that's a whole nother like rank
Demon
above
Slayer's top
or
three
multiple
this
ranks.
gen. Yeah, I
He's
think
playing
Demon
Fauna,
Slayer is
I'm playing
definitely going to
Mars. Like,
kick.
we got this, bro.
I think Demon Slayer is definitely going to kick Baruto out of the big three very soon.
Nobody even wanted Boruto in the top three, which is the funniest part, or big three.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing is that it has to be like long lasting. So Kimetsu no Yaiba, I heard, is like ending soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So
very
like
true.
by the time that ends, like, and then Boruto will like start to pick up traction, you know?
Facts. He got a lot. He got a point right there. Baruto can definitely and Baruto's already set up. Like the end of Baruto's gonna be wild. So, like you know what I'm saying. Ketsu no Yaiba is
Yeah.
already towards its end. It's already unless like I said, unless something comes out of left field. I don't see Ketsu no Yaiba lasting
Bruh,
another
this
2
dude
years.
boxed himself in. These computers are smart, man.
2 years is probably the max. Fire Force as well. Fire Force manga is getting to that wrap up. So always remember to keep that in the back of your head. But
What is this that we're doing here?
Trying to
Oh, is
get
there
the
a key or
treasure stuff,
something?
but we
I'm
probably
over here just standing in the middle of this circle over here. I was like, oh, I don't think I'm.
Demon Slayer isn't top 3, it's top 5. Isn't even top 5. What do you wait, hold on. The manga or the anime King Flame? King Flames, what are you into? Like you talking mad trash about Fire Force, Demon Slayer, what you into? I wanna know.
Probably some garbage.
Yeah, this is probably some car.
And then he says the Baruto manga is fire. Nah, I heard that as well. I heard
Boruto manga is
Baruto
fire.
I
manga
like
is
it.
actually
it is hot.
It's alright.
Well, it recently got fire.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, recently, I'm not gonna say it was
Like-
always fire, but you know.
Yeah. Like it was pretty mild just up till like recently.
yeah.
You know what's been fire
We
though?
lost
That
already? That was
Tokyo
quick.
Shinobi Squad.
Tokyo
I put
Shinobi.
the
Damn, I
wrong
gotta
pick.
catch up to Tokyo Shinobi Squad. I'm like 3 chapters behind.
Yeah, it's pretty high. The last 3 chapters been like about this whole little arc right here. Like it's a little arc with a bitch just like introduced her and her power and shit. It's man funny. Her power is similar
Fucking,
to Beth Genus from My Hero.
I saw when you first caught up. You like the one dude with the dude that turned into the tiger.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
that
that's what.
motherfucker is wild, bro. How
Yo,
is he
and
so
then Mad
strong?
OP. That's what I'm saying, yo. He like swiped and destroyed the fucking. He was in an elevator and he like clawed at this dude. He cut his whole arm off and the gun, and then the area of effect it destroyed like 3 floors. You know,
The
of the
inside of big
building's
ass
radius.
building, bro.
A skyscraper. Like I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Out of nowhere, like, bro, he arthur this nigga, bro. He arthur this guy, bro.
I wasn't expecting like there to be that much of the area of the effect of this dude.
I'm like, man, what? And then like later on in the same dude fighting the other guy, who when they was trying to memorize the code or whatever. Man, the
Yeah.
dude come out of talking trash. At first he was like, all right, he would let him talk trash a little bit, and then he was like, you know what, fuck this. Got him up out of there easy, easy.
Hell yeah, he saw us.
Tokyo Shinobi Squad is hype, bro. Demon
Yeah, I
Slayer
can't
is
wait.
top. Is the 5th only because the fan base. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
really. I don't think so. I think I just seen like a lot of since the anime started, like the fan base has consistently been growing.
Yeah, it's gonna keep growing. It's just gonna keep growing, especially people
Yeah,
start
because
reading that
they'll read
damn
it and then
manga.
yeah. Most
Yeah,
of the people
honestly,
that
the
I know that
anime
are like
is
real
what got me into
fans,
it. Like in that first little bit.
yeah, they'll watch a couple of the anime episodes and then they'll really like it, so they'll start reading it and then it's game over.
Quan,
And then I know if
you
something
was
like
reading
that
Demon Slayer
happens, I'm
before
gonna
the
end up
manga, though. I
buying
mean,
it,
before
and
the
I
anime
can't be
came
just
out.
You know,
be
it's actually
spending money like
it
this.
was probably like the second episode of the anime, like, cause I watched the first 2 episodes and I started reading it. Cause I was like, oh, this premise seems really interesting, so I started reading it.
Then I read it. I started reading it before you. Then
Yeah. Cause I was thinking about reading it. And you told me that like you had started it and it was all right. You just didn't like keep going.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
had
read like the
stopped for
first like
whatever
10
reason.
chapters, and then
Mhm.
I stopped. Yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna end it here, bro. It was a good scream about an hour. Y'all can head to Corn Screen. I'm gonna still be talking over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end mine here. Thank you for joining. Appreciate all the views and stuff getting on the YouTube channel lately. We've been growing consistently. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
do
Thank
you
you, boys.
wanna?
And yeah, y'all head to Corn Screen, bro. We gonna be over there, bro. I'm out though, bro. Appreciate y'all. Oh, leave a like, man. Leave a fucking like on the screen, by the way. All right, bros. Hey, what you was saying, Jack?
I was gonna say you want to do the draft on the live right now, and
You want
then
to do it
we
on the
can.
live?
Yeah, why not?
I just ended it, bro. We can't do it. We can't do it right now.
I was gonna say it's too late now. You fucking up.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to do it with Quan in it either at the same time.
Ouch.
I was gonna say we could have him like
Ouch.
moderate,
He already
or
no.
No, bro.
moderate.
Hell no.
He said he didn't want me to moderate because he says I'll be quote unquote biased.
He will.
Oh yeah, I remember you did say that. You did say
No,
that.
bro.
Them two
I'm like
motherfuckers, bro.
I'm like
What Crystal Carrier?
I'm the new character in Black Clover, bro. I stand for justice, bro. I'm gonna put y'all on them scales.
Okay.
I'm gonna put y'all on the scales.
Okay. He stands for justice.
Well, Lewis said Black Clover's artwork is so good, it makes me not want to read other manga except Fire Force. I mean,
Yes, bro.
Demon
Fire
Slayer's
Force.
art is dope. You should read that too.
No, but see, here's the thing about Demon Slayer. And here's my only flaw with Demon Slayer. I should have mentioned this in that video, as a matter of fact. My only flaw with Demon Slayer is that the art can get really cluttered. Like sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on, like in the fight scenes.
That's how it is with my hero too.
Actually, it was that one part in Black Clover during the Mereoleona and Raya fight where Tabata I just gave up and he was just sketching. Like
Oh, when real was fighting Asta.
Are you talking about no? That's
all
because
that
they
shit
were
was all over the
asking
place.
him to. Are you talking about where it was like literally sketches
yeah.
and like unfinished panels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because he didn't have enough time to finish them.
I'm not even
a
gonna lie.
couple of
Like if I wasn't extremely invested in the story, I really thought about stopping. I was like, because like when I was just, cause I was reading weekly at that point, and I was like, man, if he about to
yeah.
be doing this, I don't even want to. I don't even want to see it no
It
more.
happened a couple of times through the series, but it would be because of they would rush them and they wouldn't have enough time to go into detail on every panel. But when the manga came out, it's not like that. It's actually
Oh, they actually
filled in
finished it
and
up,
shit.
bruh. I
Yeah,
need
they
to go
Yeah.
back
finished it
and
because
read them then.
when I read it, it looked. I was just gonna say, Quan, I don't know what you're talking about. That shit looked dope.
Oh, I never got to see the real ones. I didn't
Why
even know
did you
they
read it
made.
from the manga? Because the most recent manga, I'm pretty sure they had that Raya and Mereoleona fight. Cause it's right, the chapter is right where he dies.
Bruh, you
The
have no
chapter where
idea
he
how
dies.
unfair that is for me right now. Like,
Yeah,
I did not know
she
that.
punches the fuck out of that nigga.
I was just gonna say, Quan, I don't know what you're talking about. That shit was dope.
Dude, yeah, cause like I said, I've been reading weekly
Wow.
since then, like since a little bit before then, so
And
I didn't get.
I was pretty much once that Shonen Jump came out, I was reading it on that all the time. That's what I read it on.
No, I was
But
on
see,
the
that's what I was on.
pirated
That's the
sites
thing
for
about
years.
that's like my only flaw. That's like my only flaw for Ketsu no Yaiba is that the art can really get cluttered.
Get cluttered at
It,
times.
it can really be hard to see what's going on.
What's my
But other than
opinion
that,
on
Ketsu no
Hunter x
Yaiba
Hunter?
manga
I think Hunter x Hunter is
Huh?
dope. I like it a lot.
It was okay.
ugh,
It's one of
ugh,
my
But I
favorites.
want to. I kind of want to
ugh.
read it, but then I kind of don't.
Don't read it, watch it.
Yeah, you don't,
Don't read it.
I
don't.
already watched it, and I
Hey,
enjoyed it, but like I felt like there's so much more to it.
For like
you do
I
It was
not
like
want
tried
ended
to
to.
the
read
kind
it. It was just like,
You do not want to be 10 years waiting 10 years for chapters, bro.
of. Yeah,
well,
exactly. Like it's just very off-putting.
well, like my thing was like reading Hunter x Hunter. It would just be when he would do these big pages of just text, and I'm just like, bro,
Yeah,
what
I'm not
happened?
trying to read all this shit. Oh, is it like glitching for you?
Yeah, it's glitching for me. It's glitching for you too.
Oh yeah. Mary Leona, are you Mary Leona? Did you just fuck him up like that?
Yeah, but I
Oh
punched.
no.
I mean, he's merely on it too. If yours come back on, let me know because I'm about to.
Yeah. We're moving.
I'm
I'm
finna
doing my
jump in that shit.
special.
Y'all sound like y'all having fun, man.
I mean, ever
Yo,
since I
now
started playing with Jack, I started losing.
because this one dude is beasting on us over here.
Let me get Noel and let me show y'all what's up, man.
We'll
Noel got
squad up.
the easiest character to play on here.
I think it's Matt. I think
We're
Magna's the
squatting
easiest
up. We're
character to
crushing
play,
him.
bro. You just gotta throw
Yeah,
stuff
a
at
lot
people.
of.
Magna does so
It
much
depends
Yami
on
damage.
your
and
playing
Julius are
style.
hard to play with. Like if you can master
Yeah.
Yami and
Oh,
Julius.
Yami's so
I think
broken.
older Yami is easier to play with than the younger
Oh yeah,
one.
young Yami's trash. I ain't gonna hold you. Young Yami's trash.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Noragami
The
fans
best
laugh
one.
at Hunter x Hunter
I felt like
reference.
we
I never
stopped
seen
them.
Noragami.
You never seen Noragami? Noragami is beast.
Nah, my ex-girlfriend loved that show a lot, so I never watched it.
He's like, "Fuck you, bitch." What about have you ever seen this show called uh Read or Die? It was a movie at first,
Read
and
or
then
die.
I heard of it. I
yeah,
never watched it. I
it's
heard
like an
of it.
old ass anime. It's probably like 90s. 80s. The movie was really good. The show was alright. This one bitch, she could like control paper.
Hey, when
And
y'all out, send me an invite, bro.
I'm about to send both of
that
the invites.
uh, it was wild because she could control fucking she could control paper and she was like a beast with it. She was like a beast controlling paper somehow.
Hey, I think it was Quan, but somebody asked me what if they put the main villain in the story mode of this game inside the the canon of Black Clover manga. I was like,
That would be heat.
she's clapping everybody.
Karna,
She's
Karna,
fucking clapping everybody.
Karna's cool though. She
I
got the
don't think
moonlight
so.
magic.
And we don't know like a lot of the upper tier because this dude just came out
Jesus,
of
y'all are
nowhere. Like a
killing
lot
me.
of up tier characters we probably don't even know about. Like niggas with broken magic. We just found about this weight dude, and then every kingdom probably got mages as strong as the Clover Kingdom, or at least unique magic for the Heart Kingdom, whichever way they fucking use it. So there just got to be like stronger people that would like fuck. fooderize. Just be broken. But it's gonna be
I think
like
I
a certain
noticed this
combination
male
of.
shorter than Mimosa.
There's gonna be a certain combination of Magic Knights that'll beat them. Like they're gonna like either get beat up and then somebody's gonna show up that's gonna like help them
Well,
defeat whoever they need to
I mean,
defeat at the time.
it's like we said the other day. It's like this whole like attack and everything happened like overnight. Like it was, or maybe like over the course like what, like a
Yeah,
day. So like I mean, if
yeah, like
somebody
2 days.
like if somebody was like really far away, like unless you have a spatial maze with you that could teleport you that far, you weren't in the fight. Like you were not gonna make it on
Yeah,
time. It wasn't gonna
yeah,
happen. So
exactly.
I mean, we might get to see a lot of those people now since they're gonna try to like boost the defense on the capital. What I imagine.
And that's what I'm saying. If they are friendly with the one people, they might go over to their nation, and with the Heart Kingdom and try to get their help, for defense and shit. Like,
That was
we're
also
in a
where.
weakened state. Can you guys lend a hand?
Well, because I remember them saying in the past that they were allies, but like in this
Yeah,
chapter they
right?
said they were neutral. So I wonder, like, again, we do have to wait for the official to know what they actually said. But
And maybe they
Wow, why did
were
you put this on Twitter? This man got Patrick.
this is
This fucking
funny.
Patrick killing me.
I was trying to make it seem
Freaking
more appealing, like to draw people's eye to it if you see it on your timeline.
Yeah. Oh man, that shit's funny.
I'm pretty sure it works.
I'm trying to buy two pictures from people, but I can't get. I'm trying to get the right designer. I hit this one boy up, but I'm trying to get one of me, just me with me as a Fire Force character or whatever.
That'd be hype.
And I wanted to get a group picture with I wanted to get Jack, Quan, you, and Derek as so I can have something for like every time we go live, put that up as the
Yeah,
See,
what's
the
the shit
banner
funniest
or
called?
thing is,
whatever.
I wanted to do
Yeah.
the same thing. I was keeping it a secret so you wouldn't have that idea too. I was like, hopefully he don't just think of it before I can get it done.
Yeah,
Well, I was
no.
gonna get one for all of us. Like I wanted all of us to be able to use it whenever we wanted to.
That might get,
Mhm,
but like, wouldn't that be weird?
It would. No. Like you're saying something about it. Who do I want to use?
you certain
That's
people like it depends. Like some people will charge you more per character if you want to add in characters, and then some people won't charge you. They'll be like, "Oh, no, we're
of course
are
Quan's
we
using
fighting
it.
somebody actual?"
No, we didn't get an actual person, so we get to steamroll computers for once.
It's probably because I'm in here and the matchmaker is like throwing it off because y'all are way higher level.
Oh, King
Nah,
Flames
it
needs
don't matter.
our Twitters. I think I have everybody's Twitter in the description below. I don't have Sabo's in there yet because I didn't know because he left the party anyway. But
Mm.
I'm
Did
gonna
he?
put that in there. Yeah, he did. But yeah, me, Jack, and Josuke, all of our Twitters
Oh yeah, he did make it.
in the
I be forgetting.
in the
I ain't seen
description.
that either.
I'm an idiot.
Hey, King Flames, you follow so I can make a Twitter.
He made a Twitter yesterday, is what he said.
Oh, about time. I've been telling you to get on Twitter for a while.
Even I
Who do you
remember.
guys think is
Who was using
faster
Charming?
in that one
She's so
fight?
small compared to Velo.
Uh, Patri or fucking Julius when
Who
they
winning?
fought?
Who winning what fight?
Who was faster? Just who's faster?
Mm, it's weird because uh, like Julius was trying to capture Partry, but he couldn't. But it's like the way he
Yeah.
said it, it made me think that like, oh, if he wanted to kill him, he could have. But if you couldn't even catch him, then could you actually kill him? So I think
Yeah,
Partry
true.
was faster in terms of just running away.
This is what I'm saying because at the one point, the way that Patri gets behind Julius is because he tells him like, no matter how fast you can see into the future, like if you're going X speed, if you're going this speed, it doesn't matter how much you can see
Damn.
into the future. Like I'm faster than
Fucking.
you, and that's how he got behind him and cut him,
Hmm.
right? So then later, Julius says that he like starts seeing into the future faster, and then Patri pretty much goes to do the same thing that he did before, and Julius like blitzes behind him. and then he goes to capture him, and I think Patriot like runs away after that.
Yeah, he runs.
So I'm like, I was telling the one dude in the streets, like, that he's got to be as fast as Patriot, if not faster, to blitz behind him like he did, if previously he just got hit because he wasn't fast enough to get out of the way.
Right, I see what you're saying.
And the dude is like, nah, because even if you're slower, you can get out the way. I'm like, no, it's not. Not even. It's like if you're a basketball player and somebody is just faster than you, like they could know where you're going, but if you're faster than them,
Yeah,
you're
it don't
gonna
matter.
get past them. Like,
Damn, they're not fucking off. You sure we're not playing nobody?
Yeah, the computer's just really good in this game, man. Like, that's one thing that they did, dude. They made the freaking AI in this game extra good. Like,
they're like, no one will ever want to fucking play this shit.
yeah, people be like, the
Jesus
online player
Christ,
base is too
it's
tough. It's like, no, that's just the CPUs, man.
Right?
Like, especially if they mess up and give them all a really, like, just like a good team. You
Broken
have to
team,
face like a
in
Yami,
a
a
mode.
Fauna, like a Magna. You might as well just wrap it
Or
up.
Julius. Give them Julius and Marileona. They're
Oh
probably
my gosh, the
would-
computer destroys it when they have Julius and Marileona.
Oh my god, Veto fucking.
Did we stop their crystal? The crystal stopped, right?
Yeah, now it is. It was moving for a while.
Ah, that shit was stopped just a second ago. You need help. There's some help back here. Let him get
You don't want to
big
get
before
caught
you
in,
take him.
fucking. You don't want to
Win
get caught
shit,
in.
hell no.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That
you know
shit's
That shit
trying
like
to-
suck you in. That shit's mad annoying.
Veto, stop, bro. Quadruple down, boy. Stop it.
Oh, I know all up here with me. She's trying to square up.
Look at Magma doing. Oh yeah, somebody got health over here. Damn, I couldn't get none. Yo, Noel, chill.
I just got clapped up. I was doing too much.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, don't go down. Oh, don't go
Oh
down.
yeah, we done. I died too.
Clap.
Nah,
It's
Vanessa's
over.
up. Vanessa's up.
Yeah, we through.
Where'd the crystal go?
It
Do we
ain't
stop
moving actually somehow.
Alright, it stopped. We stopped it.
Oh, we actually got to switch sides. That's crazy. I thought we was gonna lose for sure.
I always thought we was going to shots.
That shit was right in front of this shit.
Take that.
Did you guys beat the story for this game?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just got not
I'm working
100%
on this.
though.
I'm trying to. I wanted to platinum, but that shit takes.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but it's kind of hard. Some of the missions, like,
Yeah, it's
they
tedious.
be just
bro. You gotta keep
asking,
doing the same
they be
missions,
asking for the
like, you gotta-
wildest shit. Like,
Yeah, you gotta do it on hard versus like by yourself.
You gotta
versus
do it-
doing careers.
yeah, that one mission, it's like, yo, dude, like, my teammate is
Yeah.
useless, and they're fucking clapping me, bro. Like, I can't do anything
Well, like the
but
one
run, and then I still.
I was mostly asking because like the whole final scene when Yami hands off the grimoire to younger Yami so he can use his first spell. I thought that was kind of hype. Like, if
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
the
actually
whole
how that
story was hype, bro.
It was. I wouldn't mind seeing this.
I didn't really.
And then
I
imagine
didn't
he just
really
wakes
listen
up
to
and he was taking a shit on the toilet. He just wakes up. That was the dream.
Like,
I didn't really pay attention to it. Maybe I should go back and play.
the
it.
story was good.
Young Yami.
Oh yeah. I wish that shit got animated goodly, like, and did make a movie out of it. That should have been heat.
I
Young
can't.
They
Yami just
should've with all
clapped
that
me
footage.
easy.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to avoid him. He killed like all my deaths. I swear are from like him. Like at least half of them.
Let's get it, Magni.
Keep getting Magma
Yeah,
mixed
yeah,
up.
shield us. Oh, Yami, you asked me. Young Yami, you see.
Yo, he tries if you try to play with him, but
Let the computer have him.
yeah.
What the hell just happened to you? You just disappeared, bro.
Oh yeah, we got it. It's over. We win.
See, you say you keep losing with me. I had to.
You had to turn it up. You had to pick your main.
Nah, that was all Josuke. He fucking. I was my main like last 2 rounds. I think. No, I wasn't.
Oh, you got the MVP. Man, I'm mad. I thought I was doing work. Too.
How did he get?
Right? That's what I'm trying
How
to
did you
say.
get that? How do you get that? I didn't even know you can get something like that.
You just got.
MVP, you just got a script.
We had the
And
same
then I
amount of
did
kills.
a
How
decent
many
amount.
times?
But I had some healing
Oh
and
yeah.
objective time 20.
I had 42 objective time. I had 8 deaths.
Uh,
17
how
8.
much damage? I had 11,000 damage.
At
Okay,
14,000.
nobody want to vote for me. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you fucked them up. Healing done. I did 833 though.
Charmin is so adorable.
King Flame said, "Who y'all got on Natsu versus Luffy?" I got Luffy.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know enough about either. I listen to Luffy.
Wait for the new members. Return to main. What I click?
I went wait for. I don't know. I clicked the top one. I don't even know what that just said.
Top.
It's the top one. There we go.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. I gotta go check. Also,
So
let me
you
know
got
if we're about to start.
You got time. These matches take forever. Like,
I don't know.
I
I think
this math
Natsu's pretty beastly though. He can tank a lot of Luffy's hits.
on,
But what would Natsu do to kill Luffy though?
he's not a dragon.
I mean, Luffy is
He is a dragon, so Natsu would kill him.
That's funny. That's a funny reason in saying he's not a dragon. But like, I mean, Natsu can get so hot he can melt stone.
Yeah, rubber can be melted.
But I wonder if like Haki will protect him from that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Probably, it probably would, cause like hockey's like the way armament hockey's set up. It's like the all out armor.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
it's
works
pretty
on
much
more
like
stuff.
Key.
Yeah, like it works on
Or
more
like a
stuff
key
than just
shield.
like a devil shoot than devil fruit powers. Like it works on like other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I remember when Luffy fought the heat fruit dude. Now, I know that was filler, but
Yeah,
he fought a dude with the heat fruit, and he used his armor to protect him.
and he was fine.
So he might can clap Natsu, but it'll be tough though, cause Natsu is not going down easy. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I bet.
Actually, the real question is if their friends are involved, which one wins?
Urza Scarlet is clapping mostly every Straw Hat except Zoro and Sanji.
I think Urza beat Zoro for real.
Hell no.
Yeah, I
Too
think
fast for her.
Dude, Urza's fast too. Urza, she got the one thing whenever she can use like two different sets. She can use a different armor and a different weapon. Like she's so versatile.
Yeah, and then hold on, and then the one armor. I don't even want to put it in, but she got the one armor that literally just can't be defeated. But she only used it one time. Remember that one? That she only used it one time against the one girl in the other guild, the Jaguar guild.
In like the fairy armor or something.
Yeah, it literally just can't be defeated. Like I'm just like, come on. Like that's the power of it, Jack. It literally just can't be defeated. It's undefeated.
What if the person's like planetary and they hit her?
No, apparently she's not gonna die.
Magic is weird though. Like I guess if that magic, whatever is enchanted, is stronger, then I mean, hey.
But that's wild.
I'm using Noel. How do I switch the How do I switch
the right one buttons or the top buttons?
I gotta get the DLC.
You're gonna pick attack? Oh, I think I gotta get that new costume, his Wizard King one. I gotta download that shit real quick.
Oh yeah, the Wizard King one makes me feel special.
Is that what you got? Oh no,
Natsu is
I
stronger
didn't want
than
him.
Urza. I don't think Natsu's stronger than Urza. I don't think so at all.
Hell no. Hell no, he tweaking.
Cause didn't Urza stop a punch between him and Gray when they was both fighting? Like she stopped them both. Like Urza could beat.
That was young Gray and Natsu though.
No, I'm talking about when they was when they were when Gray was turning demon and Asa was like when Natsu was part dragon.
I don't know. I gotta go. I can't remember.
I think it was towards the end. I can't really remember either. But I'm pretty sure she stopped. I mean, I think she's still clapping them both at the same time. To be honest with you.
Yeah. She's definitely doing that.
She's just too versatile.
No, she's strong. They're mad scared of her. Like,
Everybody is. Like the only one she's not clapping pretty much in the guild is Loxus and Gildarks. Like those are the only.
That's
two.
it. And that's
no, she's not. Hold on, Mary Jane. She's not clapping Mary Jane either.
Oh yeah, because I do think she's stronger, even though they try to hype them up to be equals. But I do think she's stronger. personally.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, we playing people or is this?
Nah,
No, I
computers.
think it's just all computers.
Ooh, I'm about to
Oh yeah,
die.
defend me.
Natsu clapping, you're crazy, bro. How? If she turned
Not
on
too
her
clapping
Urza?
who?
Urza,
Urza, he's saying.
Yo, he's wild.
bro, because if she
Here, come
turns
get
on
your
her little
back. Let me get
fire
your back.
armor, the fire resistant armor is over. Like,
Oh, I'm
I'm
getting.
finna die. I'm finna die. Yep.
I don't even think Natsu would
What
fight
did you
her
say?
in character for real though. Like he probably wouldn't want to.
he knows
He's
better.
cock up to her.
Dude, because he always
In
try to
fact,
fight everybody except her. Like,
one of the funniest moments in fucking in fairy tales when Natsu ran away with Lucy to go fight to go fight the S rank quest when they told him not to. And
Yeah.
Natsu was trying to get on the ship and Lucy was
Oh,
taking forever. Natsu was like, "Would you hurry up before they send Urza?" He was so fucking scared.
you don't want to spoil it for me. I mean, I caught up on the entire. Like, I finished the manga. Is there something in like 100 Years Quest that would be spoiling it for me? Cause I haven't read any of that.
Yeah, 100 Years quest. I haven't read any of that either.
I do want to start
Don't
it at
think I
some
will.
point. I just like, well, I mean, it's one of those
It
things.
got to be hype. It got something have to happen. Like I gotta see it to start wanting to read it.
It's kind of weird because like as much as I like make fun of fairy tale and videos and stuff, I actually do enjoy fairy tale a lot. Like I like the show.
A lot of people don't even know
Yeah,
Natsu's my favorite shonen
MC?
character. Yeah,
yeah.
without a doubt.
I'm pretty sure you said that before though.
Yeah, if you
Actually,
like, you gotta, oh shit, somebody
this is
came
actually
through with
funny.
the hills, triple
Like
wheels,
just
baby.
because something like people think it's corny don't mean you can't enjoy it. Like I don't care. Like this shit is still a good story.
Dude,
It's entertaining.
fairy tale is so fucking funny, bro. Happy, yeah, oh my god, bro.
The main
Happy
reason
is
I
a
liked it was because it
Y'all,
was from the
hold on,
same
y'all keep saying
nigga
Noel.
that.
Y'all keep saying Noel won't clap luck. Watch this.
What
Come
did
here,
he do that in freaking 100 Years
Dragon,
time?
roar! Bitch, come on, I want clap. Oh, he didn't die.
You could have
This
hit everybody
motherfucker-
on the map and you only went after
Nah,
luck.
bro.
Like,
I'm still going
Yo,
after.
look,
He
look.
won't die. What the fuck is with him?
Look,
Oh, there he
I'm
goes.
carrying around Lick's dead body.
I think we
Oh, he
about to
came
get
back to life.
clapped on the low.
Did Natsu do that
Nah.
in the 100 Years Quest? Because if he did, I might read that tonight.
Well, hold on, what he say Natsu did?
King Flame said Natsu burned through time. Like, if that's true, I'm reading it tonight.
I gotta go look at that too. I gotta go check your resources on that.
Because if he burning through time, that means he might solo the Black Clover verse. He might beat Julius.
Right.
He might be beating I don't know, Natsu versus Shinra.
No, but would anti-magic work on him? I don't know.
I
See-
think anti-magic would work on him, but I don't think Asa be fast enough to touch Natsu.
And then the funny thing is like
yeah, right, if he comes
Natsu's
to
just durable
burn.
on his own. Like he just strong
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
himself. So like I mean even without
He'll
magic.
not what's the name? I have to hit him a
Yeah,
couple
because
times.
he's like part dragon, right?
Well I
He's
mean
like engineered.
he just strong. Like I don't know what he's like. I don't know why he's just
Look,
so
I got
strong.
a dead body. Look at this dead body.
How do
I'm
I
just
do the
carrying
Sea
it around.
Dragon's nuts? It's not.
It's one of the buttons. You might have picked the wrong deck.
Yeah, I think I did because she's not doing it.
Next time when you die, press like
Clap,
square or hold the center shit. Lick keep coming in here. We keep clapping him. I don't know why he keep coming like right up into our faces.
That's I mean when he's playing.
Man, I cannot kill Luck for real, bro. This motherfucker be all over the place.
Oh, come on. We almost had it.
They done clap the whole team.
There we
just
go. Thanks, Mars. Yeah, right. Mars just came in clutch right there.
I didn't know
then.
Vanessa.
Hey, baby,
was
look,
on
I don't got no
this.
Sea Dragon. Yeah, I done clapped her so many. Jesus, who just did that? Was that Luck? Luck just clapped the whole team.
did a
Luck
special?
just clapped the whole team. Yeah,
Yeah.
all of us are dead.
Yeah, he did that last time. I'm gonna go get this magic item. You guys.
Oh,
hold
what's
them
going
all.
on, Kirito?
Ah,
What's going on?
Kirito on the
Oh, here
screen. What's
comes-
up,
Yeah,
man?
popped in all late.
Jesus, look at all these guys, bro. They
This
already.
is where
They
I
already.
put
Yeah, they about to pass us already.
Look, we got this magic item. Yeah, boy. The member damage has been greatly increased.
shit, I'm dead. Damn, they caught us already. Jesus. That thing be
But come
moving.
on, we got this. We got
Drop a
damage
like and
increase
leave. I
too. I just
appreciate
got
it. I
the.
appreciate you a lot. Catch you later.
Ika?
Yeah, we just pulled that one out from the chinny chin chin.
Yeah, I thought we was gonna lose. Oh, come on
Hey!
now. They playing me.
Hey! Look at that beautiful face.
You were like, I was doing all the work.
Bruh.
Man, I was clapping out there, bro. I don't know what y'all
Oh, I
talking
see
about.
you was. Yeah,
Yeah,
you had
you
the
saved me
22
a couple
kill.
times.
I was clapping. They go, damn, look at Mars. Look at this total healing.
How much
I'm over
healing you
healing
did?
everybody. I was just doing, like, I picked the wrong deck, so I don't even think I was doing my
I thought I was
healing.
killing people. You had the same amount of kills as me. Like, come on now. Yeah,
I was out there clapping. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I was clapping.
I didn't even know you was good at this game. I thought you was just talking. Like, I didn't really think you was.
I'm decent. I'm decent. Well, when I play with
With
Noel,
Noel?
when I play with Noel and Yami and Asta, I'm a beast.
Asta's mad easy.
But everybody else, I'm pretty trash at it. Yeah, Asta's like Asta and Noel is pretty.
You just gotta like run around and just
I'm
hold
honestly not
R2.
that decent with Asta. Or yeah, just because I like don't like to play his character mainly. Like I end up getting clapped or whatever because I don't be doing what I should be doing.
Just run around and just hold swing. That's all you gotta do.
Ika. That's all Noel scream is Ika. Maybe having Noel say some crazy shit.
Imagine they put fucking Finral or Spatial Mage in this game.
I wanted to put Langris and Henry in this game.
It's one of those things where like Finral was one of the
No,
characters to vote to be in here. He just didn't make it. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surprised
over
Langris
Mary
didn't make it.
Leona and the Wizard King, those were the two top ones. Like,
Yeah, which like
and then
and Charlotte. Like Charlotte spot was the only one that's kind of up there.
yeah,
Where like I like somebody could have made it over her.
like out of the captains. No, I don't think. Oh, okay, yeah, Charlotte, I guess. But no, because the Black Clover does have a very large female fan base, though. You got to
Yeah.
think about it. Like,
Well, 'cause I mean, like some of the people was
so
up there. It was like Real and Fuegoleon.
it was all the
Nozel.
captains.
Yeah, all the captains were in it. Like Leo.
Besides Dorothy, I don't think Dorothy.
Dorothy and Gildray wasn't in it, but everybody else.
Yeah.
He would be
Because
good.
they're like, yeah, nah, I'm not.
He'd be good in this game too, though. For real. He'd be beast. Turn
Hell
invisible.
yeah! Just imagine you could be able to summon a bunch of invisible.
Yeah, right.
armies.
Because then he'll go up and then start punching them, and then like, oh yeah, he could do that. He could summon an invisible army.
That reminds me of the versus battle between Gildray and Real. When I think I forget who was saying that. But it was like he could just go invisible and intangible and then just beat Real up. And Real couldn't do anything about
I
it.
think I forgot who was saying that. I think I was opposing that, and I was saying nah, like Real would just fucking like destroy the surroundings or whatever, you know. Like when the nigga first ran away, they like pulled up on him immediately, like ready to off him, and everybody was just grabbing like a chunk of the wall or some shit, a big ass rock.
But like I think
they, like,
it's one of those things where I don't really think he had a chance to like. I don't think he wanted to sit there and fight him just because he knew everybody was coming.
Well, I don't think he's the type that to stand up and fight in the first place. I think he's like a Seki type nigga in the first place. Like he's not gonna.
Hold on. He is a captain though. Like he's the captain for a reason.
But I mean, like to fight another captain, I don't
know.
Or
he could
but
be a
then
captain
remember,
and he had schemed his way into the position.
If it was a one-on-one situation, like I think he probably would have been like, you know what, fuck that. What's up? I'm a captain too. But all the captains coming at you, I'm out, B.
I feel like he wouldn't fight unless he knew he would win.
Yeah, the chain dude.
Oh, you see, he's one of those people.
Yeah.
Because they had already said he came captain through like some shady means or something.
Treacherous ways, like he threw his boy under the bridge type shit. He was like, oh yeah, like pawned some crimes off on him.
Hammy's a motherfucker.
But I think he's a cool character. So I'm like, oh word, I want to see his relevance because he's still out here. Like, where is he at?
Right.
Where the fuck is
like,
that?
why is he isn't being prosecuted? What the fuck was in those bags?
He probably dipped immediately, bro.
Oh, yeah. He probably left immediately.
That would be the smart play. That would be the smart play, definitely.
And went to sell information to like a different kingdom or some shit, you know?
Went straight to the spade, like.
Yo, I know something good that you can do, bro. Like, now he probably gonna go straight there because they probably like kill him on sight. I feel like.
So maybe Diamond, like, oh, I got some resources and some info. Y'all trying to go back into the Clover Kingdom. Now is the best time to attack.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Y'all want that city that y'all was
Essentially.
trying to get earlier? Like,
Scrubs. And
Fucking
then we're gonna see Lotus. So Lotus ass gonna come back.
Lotus is so
That's
dope.
what I think is gonna probably be the main antagonist. And then next thing you know, like they might go up against the Clover Kingdom, and then they might get back up from the Spade Kingdom type shit.
Quan, you playing with Asta too?
No, I'm a Marileona.
I forgot how to block with Asta.
L2?
Man, Leona, chill. I completely forgot how to block with Asta. I don't think my L2 button working. Change deck.
Man, I've never played against an actual human Julius. He is all over the place. Sheesh.
Where is he?
I
I
can't
think
hit
I'm
him.
not using him right over here.
Dude, he just keeps.
Oh, we playing against humans?
Yeah, two people on the same team, but like he keeps shooting and
How
moving.
do you block? Okay, there you go.
I literally am never gonna be able to hit him. Like,
Here, I stopped him in time. Oh, that's not him.
bro,
I'll
I
hit him
know y'all
with this
have to
time
see him.
stop
Like, I
shit.
know y'all see him moving around. Like,
I had
Oh, I got clapped. Stay alive, Mary Leona. Oh, there we go. Like, yeah, that hit. Shouldn't that hit him no matter where he is? Same shit.
I'm over here fighting Momosuke, and it's taking forever to fucking kill this bitch.
it takes so long to kill her. Like,
Oh, he clapped me.
yeah, I did my ult and he just teleported around it the entire time. That's probably how that fight would actually go between Julius and Marileona. Bruh, how does he still have time? Like, he should be running out of time with as much as he's teleporting. He really shouldn't
That's
be.
what fucking Lick was saying too.
I, I swear he should not have this much time saved up. Like, there's no way he's
Yeah,
cheating.
you go look at it. One of the marks from the star is gonna be gone.
Like,
Like, oh, I got some time, boy. Got time on my head. Oh, I think he's trying to stop me. Did I get him?
I'm dead. I have no idea. I just been chasing him around this whole time. I should have picked Magna. Like, just wish I could switch characters. And they using items.
Oh no. You throwing bombs in here and shit.
Right? Like, they using items. Like,
I always be using them. If I run past them, I'm squaring off against them a
Jesus
little
Christ. That time is too
bit.
crazy.
Oh,
bro, you see it?
I
Like, you
couldn't
just
even.
keep.
Is that what happened when I use my ult? Or no? Like what? Do they have different specials?
Why does Black Hurricane take so long to load up?
He has killed me literally so many times. Like,
He's off in everybody though. He's gonna have like an unreasonable amount of kills.
he said unreasonable.
Look, I stopped him clapping for me. He teleported like out of that shit immediately. As soon as time came back.
I don't know how he has so much time saved up to do all these moves. That's my thing. Like, there, he's dead. Goodness, like, finally. And of course, Luck has his
What the
ult
fuck
at
was
that
that?
Luck's ult is so good.
I hate him. I fucking hate that shit. Especially when they use it like that. Like, bro, what the fuck? What did I stopping him from getting this shit too? Oh no, they got it. Gosh
You saw them
darn it.
boys they was trying to talk about Asta screaming, and they put up the meme where they just literally converge every scene where
Episode
Asta
of him.
screams. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, this is so stupid.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a fucking dead ass argument. You said what?
The Asa Scream argument feels like it never goes away for some reason.
Yeah, but I mean that's what they're gonna like try and target. Like, oh
I'm
no,
so
but
glad
then they,
Asta. I'm so glad Asta heals himself when he goes in black form.
I mean, we're like delaying the inevitable at this point, though.
yeah, nah,
Yeah,
fuck him.
exactly. And I got pizza rolls. I need to go too far.
I'd be kind of irritated if I was them. Though, I'm like, these dudes just not trying to lose. Like,
They
Is he
probably
only
doing it on
one?
purpose. They probably just letting us so they can just rack up more kills. They're probably gonna have 100 kills before the end of the day.
that'd be ridiculous to have 100 kills in this game. I think they're trying to win. I'd be pretty tired at this point. I'd be like, man,
Vex. Nah, you niggas gotta go then.
I can't.
Like, what does my special do right here? Did a big ass clock show up?
I don't know.
Noel, clap me. I have no idea how we're like still in this.
Right?
Like,
How
the,
we
the
haven't.
gauge is literally not moving. It's like for both sides.
It's just
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think we all finally died. Yeah, because one
Mars
of us
is
ain't there,
chilling
it's
in
just
the back.
Mars, and Mars isn't getting on the point. Yeah, we finally lost.
he's a smart computer.
He was like, yeah, I know when I've been overmatched.
Even the computer is like overly smarter than us. He's like, yeah, I'm not ruining my KD.
Hey,
Bruh.
tell me how many kills I got. I gotta go downstairs.
And the
I know I don't got
computer
that
was.
much.
It doesn't say it for you. It just tells me your damage.
Yeah, I died 9
Oh.
times. He was tearing me up. Like,
I died 11.
my
I
goodness.
jumped 22.
I just kept clapping Momosuke.
You just fighting the computers like cheating.
I just kept.
I-
No, I clapped. I
I
clapped
got caught.
the time dude like twice.
Man, I need you to
Yeah,
stay on him.
I
I
mean, yeah, you
clapped
should
him
have
like
stayed
twice with
with
that
him.
like hurricane.
We all should have just teamed up on him, honestly.
Dude, I couldn't hit him,
But
bro.
it's impossible. Like, yeah, he's like, zap, zap, bang.
Yeah, I felt Partridge's pain, no lie. Like,
It's like, how do you got time still? Like, what? How do you still have time?
dude, cause like every time
Where's
you
your fucking
teleport,
Grimar?
dude, like every time you use it, like it should be going down, but he had enough to keep teleporting and shooting stuff. I'm like, there's no way he has this much time.
Yeah,
There's no way. Like,
yeah. I don't know, cause he must have like perfected. I gotta play with him some more to find out.
I think when like in the beginning of streaming this, when I actually just would play this throughout the week, I was pretty decent with Julius. But after I stopped playing this for a little bit, started only playing it once a week, I just got like worse and worse and worse.
Yeah,
Like, so I just got worse and worse.
that's what I'm saying. Cause last time I played,
How that Fire Emblem going, Quan?
Oh, don't even, man. I feel so
what
ashamed.
playthrough are you on now?
I'm on my second playthrough. I'm almost done with my second playthrough. I have 78 hours into it.
That's not much. That's not much, honestly.
I think it's been out for like exactly 2 weeks. Like, like
I'm saying
So
though,
it's like 2 days. That's a couple days.
what that game looks so boring to me, bro.
I love Fire Emblem. Not even gonna lie to you. The story is so good too. The story is so good.
Yeah. We got to make sure we see what kind of match this is, so we can pick the appropriate
I feel like
motherfuckers.
I'm going Magna regardless. Like that team is getting nothing but the best from me.
Magna.
It's getting my main.
Look at this one dude. He's an X. What does the X mean?
I think he
That
might.
means fucking you. They watch out.
He's because he's higher than Senior Magic Knight, so he's probably like Wizard King level. Like,
That's just like fucking watch out. Like I can tell you right now, watch out. That dude, he probably just could not do anything. Literally, this guy's about to carry him.
yeah, because the other guy is like a junior Magic Knight, so like he's like whatever. That guy.
Like the basic, like he hasn't leveled up at all, or maybe up to 5,
Look at
right?
Quan trying to be a royal to my closest to Wizard King. Yeah, my boy, my boy Commoner.
Who made common folk?
I think it's funny. I think the nobles and like royals and Black Clover are cooler than the peasants and commoners to me.
I mean, not really, because some
They
of the
are.
coolest characters are the commoners, I think.
You're crazy,
That's
bro.
opinionated. The
Yeah,
coolest
it's still
Solid,
characters
out
are.
there.
solid is dope, bro. Solid be talking all that trash.
I don't think Solid
The
though at all.
entire
Like,
Silver family is
Nebra,
like.
come
I mean, she looks good,
on.
but like, like that one end dude or the whole Green Mantis squad, or I think they said they have the most commoners, right?
I got Yami.
And then Jack's commoner. You
Is
got
Jack a
Asuka,
commoner though? Because like no one ever calls
I'm
him a
pretty sure.
commoner.
I'm almost
I think
positive.
Yami did in that one fight in the when they were fighting
Yeah, I think he did call
Pastry.
him that. I think he called him that too when they was in the filler. In that
But like
filler arc
it's
of
just weird
Oh
though
Dynamite.
yeah,
because
that little
like
filler episode.
how come like no one like royal ever calls him a commoner? Like I think they go out of their way to say like
Because he's a fucking magic knight. And he'll crack them. What?
I mean, even though they still have to show respect that he's a captain. Look at Vanessa.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
right. Like he
Vanessa.
wouldn't have like, cause he could still get away with shit like a noble or like just a regular noble. I would imagine, just like this guy was the
Damn.
purple orca nigga.
Yami get away with everything.
Yami's a foreigner too. Yeah, Yami's in a weird spot. Oh, I can't jump up here, man. I gotta run
I hate they
around.
don't got double jump in this game, bro.
Only some characters can
Only
do it,
certain characters, and then you got to use the right
It's crazy
class too.
because in the that goes back to the whole flying debate.
right? Like some
Yeah,
characters
right.
got it, some characters don't.
And nah, you can't even like. I don't think you can fly. It's like mainly like little sprints of
Damn, I missed.
you know
But when you miss
fucking
that dark
all up.
dimension slash, bro, it's tragic.
This elevator is so slow. Like it's as slow as elevator.
Come on, let's go
Oh,
get this key. Where's the key
there's
at?
a guard over here.
Yeah, he killed me already. That time dude is just too much. He's not even trying to get it. He's just swinging.
I can't get up there. That's stupid.
Don't die,
Yo, Charlotte.
Josuke.
I mean,
Don't
Charmin,
even.
chill.
You gotta go around like the back. I think. Here, I'll come and boost our speed.
Hey,
You
Oh,
got
Yami.
I
the key?
forgot I can take stuff away.
I'm sticking them. I'm sticking them. Where's this time guy at?
Bro, if I could see him, I can't even. My eyes don't go that fast. Bro.
Charming, chill.
At least we stopped him.
Did they get it? No, they didn't get it. I'm gonna stop him. We gotta stop him. Don't let him get away.
I wish there was a fucking sprint on this game too.
Magna had he
Don't let
has
him
a
get away.
sprint.
Yeah, Mark may be rolling, bro.
Watch out, she's doing her all. They're like
Yeah,
coming to
you
save
let me
him.
walk right into it.
They coming to save him, like.
I walked right into it.
Yeah, I already got clapped. It already
Oh, I got that. I got it. I was fucking. He was running. He had a little bitch. He's like, okay, they got the squad now.
like it was too
He was
late.
definitely running.
This guy is too good. I need to
That's
find
the
him.
thing. He's carrying his whole team.
Yo, I'm fighting this guy. It's like Yami versus Yami. And I used my dark dimension slash on him. He turned around and he got back up and used it right on me.
He grabbed the key this time, I think. Didn't he?
They don't got it yet.
Where's it at?
It's still there.
Oh, they don't got the key? He was pretty much just
Alright,
like
somebody got it
invisible
now.
somewhere. I think he did.
Yeah, the
I
time.
don't even know what this objective is, if I'm being honest with you.
You gotta get the key and open the treasure.
So go where the treasure or the key is. Yeah, boy. Get on that ass. He's trying to. He's got to come back here, so let him run if he wants.
Yeah, or else he gonna
How
run
this
out of
guy
time.
health stay up so much?
Well, Julius, he got this thing where if he keep it out and you shoot magic at it, he gets time, and then he can use. And when he's using it, he regains health.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he
I'm
got
talking
it.
about the dude
Some
who's
dumb
using
shit.
Yami.
Oh, him?
Shit.
I have no idea. Well, whatever he could be doing. This guy's like killing my win-loss ratio. Like I don't even.
Right. Where's
Charmin
this
sheep
fucking
are
key
mad
at? Did
annoying.
it even?
They come out and punch you and do so much damage. Like
He fucking went behind me. Oh.
I don't know what I was thinking. But I
Don't
can't
let them
hit
get
this
this
dude.
key. I got rocked. Yeah.
Did Charmy kill
Move
all of us?
on.
Noel
I don't
clapped
know.
me.
She killed me. She definitely killed. I was about to say.
Noel clapped me.
Oh yeah, it's over. We not
And
gonna
what
get there in
on?
time. That's tough.
No.
That's rough.
What the fuck is my password for this? I thought I told these niggas to like keep me logged in this shit. Or they disrespecting.
You overpowered, bitch.
Yeah, he's broken. Julius is broken, and that guy's broken.
Yeah. You fucking up my goddamn thing. Oh, I want to give you. I would at least only went 4-4. Like my rank is gonna go down now.
Yeah, I'm like pretty close to my rank going down too. Like it's getting there. Well, I'm like
Oh, you can
halfway.
actually lose your rank?
Yeah, every time you
I'll go
lose, your
up to
stuff goes down.
gold. I'll go up to gold at the top of this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, be a senior Magic Knight. It's like super important.
Oh my. But not if we keep fucking playing this thing.
I gotta eat my pizza rolls, bro. I had to back out.
Oh, come on.
I
We
can't
need
fuck with
everybody. We need like 4 people. Maybe we can take it.
Maybe if he has one less person, it might go a little bit better. But he just got eat too much.
that one guy's fucking beast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about not having to fight him no more. Oh, so what's you guys' opinion on all this Sakura stuff going on Twitter? I know y'all have seen it. Like
Oh
it
my
seemed
god.
like this whole like
Oh
Sakura
yeah.
stuff has gotten like way more.
A major one. I mean, I've never liked her character in general since the beginning of the series, you know. But that's not to say that she isn't
Like
like a useful
feetless.
character or she hasn't been. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. But she's some useless bimbo in the show. Like
Nah,
I
she's
like I
useless.
think she wasn't really made to be that much of a likable character. Maybe like
I
for
mean,
me
yeah,
at least.
obviously she wasn't written to be on Naruto and Sasuke's level, but people keep trying to
Yeah,
like no one in the series is
Bro,
Naruto and
my whole
Sasuke level.
thing, my whole
yeah.
thing is, I saw something on Twitter saying that she's the most developed female character shown in Jump, and I'm just like,
No, that's just.
Noel's
Oh.
first 3 chapters is more developed than Sakura's entire story.
In this one manga, Siren, like the one bitch is mad well developed throughout the whole story. Like, so,
Urza
yeah, I'm
start, well,
showing.
Urza not shown in Jump, but
It's just like
It's
it's one of
not.
those things where like it's like I'm not like the biggest Sakura fan, but it's like I mean she has feats. It's not like she's like weak is mostly what I be trying to
no.
say.
Like
Remember
honestly,
what I
I didn't
said?
really like her in the first half, and then once she came back and did that puppet shit, like I was like, oh, that was dope.
Remember what I said? I said Sakura is amazing because she's a regular person and she's on like a Hokage level.
Right.
Like
Hmm
she's not like Sasuke
She's
and
surpassing
Naruto.
Tsunade, and
She's
Tsunade
not like
even. And then she from
Sasuke and Naruto are destined. They was destined to be saved as 6 paths. She's just a regular shinobi, a
Regular
regular old
person.
shinobi
And even
that got
But
mad
Tsunade,
even
powers.
Tsunade is like a special, like she's from a certain
Yeah,
family or something,
yeah,
right?
Tsunade
Yeah,
was the first Hokage's granddaughter.
she's a
And
Senju.
and like
Tsunade and listen, it's
the
Tsunade
what you call it clan.
and Sake have a baby. That'd be like the most powerful baby in the world.
What was it? What was her shit called? The She was just a Haruno. Like they didn't even have their own jutsu, my nigga.
Just basic
Like
family.
Inochika Shozi or something. Like that is some basic ass. But when
Exactly.
you think
So
about
for
it, like
Sakura be a normal person and be on that level. Like that's saying something. I'm just saying, like
yeah,
I just don't like it.
that is true. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, she's the best right.
Yeah, it's like
Fucking care.
I'm not gonna say she's the best, but I'm not gonna say she doesn't have feats either. Like,
Yeah, and so she's trash because just because she didn't pick Naruto or didn't like Naruto. Like what? Like I wouldn't want her to date Naruto and
I want
ultimately,
her to,
Mariana
you
is
know,
but
clapping Sakura.
huh?
I saw it on Twitter that somebody said Sakura would clap Mariana, but that was a while ago.
I think Sakura
No,
takes her out.
I mean, somebody said Mariana clapped Sakura, and I had posted that Stephen A. Smith. You don't have to say it. We all know it's true, but you don't have to say it. Let's be nice.
I think
But hold
Sakura
on,
take Marilyn.
stop.
Yeah.
I don't think she got a savage in here to fight somebody like Marilyn.
I mean,
Sakura got savage in here now.
I mean, she ain't gonna kill her, but my thing is like Marileona wouldn't be able to kill her. Is the only like weird. It's like the only thing.
Oh, because she got that regeneration
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, she got the 100 healing, so like
I don't think Marilyn will be able to fight as long as that stuff will last too.
it just depends. Like we don't know how much like because Marileona never. Well, her mana got low during the fight with Riot, but that's because she was spamming like everything. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so does Marileona has more mana than Sakura has chakra?
I don't know because the little thing is weird because like it goes by how much chakra
Yeah,
Sakura has
it works.
stored in
Even
it.
yeah.
So like
I'm gonna say even if she does run out of chakra, that stuff will still heal her.
yeah, it'll still be there. So like
She'll have to fight that stuff out. Or like try to find a way to burn it all up in one go, which
or make her
Are we
use
finding
it.
that dude
Yeah,
again?
yeah, like force her to heal herself.
can literally-
a lot.
regen herself all the way from like as long as her heart doesn't get impaled, like she's good.
I mean, well, if she gets like cut in like half, she needs to be like at least like connected. Well, she got the
Cutscene.
summoning too. She can summon the slug, and then that'll heal her. So like,
That's luck getting ate. Marileona eating that shit.
the slug can heal
I like
herself
how
too.
they animated Marileona's like hand in this shit. How they animated
Oh yeah,
the fire
they got it
on
like
her hand.
cracked, kind of. It's like a cracked fire.
Yeah, like it's like magma. Like she got like a
Yeah.
magma fist, a lava fist or some shit.
She was talking shit to Riot Boy. She said, "Huh, bugger." Hey, I'm like, oh my god, this lady is so fucking amazing. She said, "Bugger."
Everything was next too. Like, I wonder, does she know something special about like confronting your weakness, or like, or dealing with like same type magic? Like, if she knows something special.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like, oh, I'm weak. I gotta go train now. She might take Noel with her.
She need to
I hope so. I hope so.
take Noel and take her
I
brother.
hope
Take Leo.
she take Noel. and
Cause
take
she could
Leo,
definitely
yeah.
guard a front on her own. Give her by herself, she could guard a whole front.
Actually, I'd
Yeah,
rather.
she's not like taking
I-
a nation out or nothing.
I'd actually rather.
She could definitely-
Not a nation, but like a front. She could guard like a whole town by herself, but probably
Yeah.
like 5 towns
like
by
a
herself.
fortress.
To be honest.
I kind of want.
If you get her Magic Knights and let her train them up,
Like they were saying that one town where they attacked, that was one of the like bordering towns, so like she could protect that bordering town by herself.
So like,
You
I don't know if
something
they
like
came with that full Diamond Kingdom invasion, she'd be able to stop all of that by herself.
Not
no,
really
we're
a
not
lot of
saying
it.
that.
Like
no,
her,
no.
Fuegoleon, and
No, I was saying like if an army, like if they send like a section of their army off, like you know how armies are
the same
built up
amount,
of multiple
even
armies.
the same amount.
They
Say
send
they're like
one
they,
to a fortress to fight Marileona, she'll take that.
yeah.
So if they sent like
Or say-
Mars and the other dude, how they sent it to the witch's forest.
If they send one general, with like a bunch of farther army, she's taking that.
Yeah, just like Mars and like they sent
Yeah,
to the
like-
Witch Queen, she's
Mhm.
beating
Yeah.
them, she's smacking
Yeah,
them.
she's beating them. She's smacking them. Exactly. That.
Even
that,
if
I'll-
Mars
I'll-
is like
even
angry
if
and trying to
Ludros is
fight
there-
her,
Yeah, even if
and if
Ludros
Mars
is there,
is trying to fight, like, and Mars is actually like fighting, you know.
she would have took everybody. Well, I don't know about Fauna, but everybody besides Fauna and the Witch's Forest would have been clapped.
She clapped the whole forest.
She probably would have, like, she would have. Fonda's shit would have made her mana zone even crazier. Her lighting fire to the whole forest.
Yeah, but see, it goes back to what Quan was saying about Sakura. But how would she kill Fauna? Because Fauna's just gonna keep healing herself.
Yeah.
I mean, if her fire.
She
fire
wouldn't.
is
She
fire.
straight rock. She would rock her. She would like one hit her. Fauna doesn't have like no durability feats. What is?
But like Fauna got
she
her
doesn't.
whole like body blown off and still came back. I mean, granted that was awakened Fauna, but
Oh,
like
that was yeah. I'm
yeah.
talking about the Fauna that. I'm talking about the Fauna though.
But like,
You
does
know that.
Mereoleona have a move that could do that kind of damage? Because I feel like if she had it, Raya's body would have got blown off.
Bro, a
But
speed
there's
like if she
not.
speed
That's what
makes
I'm saying.
Fauna
They
with a
weren't.
fist, her fist might go through her body.
Or just blow her head off. Like
Yeah.
and where Raya, they were like a good distance away from him. You know, to begin with. It's not like when she did that one move, she was up close and like body contact.
Oh, you talking about the full mono release?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a distance away. But I don't think the full mono release would do absolutely nothing to Fauna.
I think it would. I think it'd do a lot more damage than it did to Raya and them if she was like, you know, up close to.
I mean, they really weren't all that far. They were still all in that same room together. I mean,
what would it do to the salamander though? Cause that's what Fauna offense is.
Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
the salamander, I don't think the salamander, because I mean, it's like the salamander is fire, so it's like, would it really?
She pretty much would have to like get by the salamander, which I think she's definitely quick enough
Yeah,
to do,
she'll
and
be able to do that.
and punch Fauna in the face. Like that's all I think it really would. And then she would go to awaken and like open up her eye, and then she would like kill her. Like she just smash her head because Asa was sitting there like trying to talk to her and shit.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
she was immediately talk about like now like we're killing these guys.
Yeah, her and Nozier. Nozier was ready to clap Petrie.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
Nozier was laughing. I'm gonna end this right now.
I feel like they're a lot more ruthless than what we've seen in the manga
It's
from
kind of like Naruto.
our main
Like,
characters.
Naruto, like if you really think about it, Naruto is savage, bro. They got fucking kids killing kids in Naruto.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
I mean,
Junings getting murked.
If you were a proper like knight, then in Black Clover that'd be the same case too. Asa just don't kill nobody.
Yeah, but they're not as savage as Naruto.
I
Naruto
think Yuno
is,
tried
like,
to kill the one
savage.
dude when the one diamond general. Yuno was trying to kill him. Like
Yeah. He's
Since
like
the
you're
whole-
Oh, he
attacking
tried
our
to kill
people,
the chick
bro.
too. The chick too. When he first when he first did the bell with him and Bell.
Oh yeah, he just wilded out. He was like, "Oh, okay, if she dies, she dies." Type shit.
Yeah, he was like she was supposed to get clapped.
yeah, Yuno don't be pulling punches. I think Yuno be trying to kill him. Like yeah.
But see, the
probably
Junie
got a
is
couple
younger than
bodies.
that. The Junie is like you gotta be 16 to be another knight. Man, you what? I think 8 years old.
Well, no, you just gotta have. You just gotta be.
fucking
I mean,
ninja?
you only gotta have a grimoire. It's like 15.
Yeah.
But I think
You go
weren't
to
they
Shinobi
younger
school.
though?
You go to Shinobi school at like 5. You
But they don't
graduate
be-
there
Yeah.
at like 8, and you jump
That's
into
how
the,
old, like,
during
Kakashi
during
was.
during the first Ninja War, they were sending 8 years old out there to fight armies.
No, I think Kakashi was
That
like an
is
exception because he
savage.
was like one of the best, you know, one of the smartest, like Itachi
No,
too.
everybody,
was a
bro. It
select
wasn't just
few
an
of 'em.
exception to no. They were sending everybody out there because they
But then
needed.
again,
It
it
was
also
the,
does.
the war against
It
the Mist.
differs from like
They
village
were
to
on the war
village
against
too.
the Mist, bro.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
admits
War
they
against
were.
the Mist, they were sending kids out all the time because they didn't want to. They didn't want to like get their powerful tuning wasted on like those. So they were sending kids out
Fooder.
getting murked, getting
Yeah,
straight
that's why I
clapped.
always fucked with Naruto because even it was like a
Savage.
pretty dark series.
Yeah, that's dark as hell.
But then Naruto was like the shining light, you know, the hope.
Even Naruto was clapping niggas, bro, when he was in normal Naruto. No, I think it's Shippuden. That's when he started really clapping niggas.
Naruto didn't ever kill nobody though.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
What? Hold on now.
I'm talking
I saw that on
Naruto
Twitter like a couple
himself,
months
like
ago.
Naruto himself.
Yeah, I saw a Twitter thread a couple months ago where somebody said, yeah, people think Naruto never killed anybody, and they were showing Naruto going through like a bunch of father people, sticking kunais in their fucking necks, kicking them in their chest
Father
and
don't
shit
count
like that,
for killing people.
knocking them off, all that shit. Like, what do you mean? That it's
Father
killing
doesn't
people.
count.
That's clapping
Yeah.
people. What do you, if
Wait
that's
a
the case,
minute.
then Raiders. Hold on. If that's the case, then Raiders didn't kill nobody in the invasion of the Clover capital.
I'm okay with that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that's clapping people. That's the same thing with Batman. People always say Batman never clapped nobody. Get the fuck out of here.
No, certain renditions. It depends on which ones you're talking about. Like some of them just don't believe in it.
That's funny. I mean,
Naruto definitely clapped people.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
What
Like, I
about
just can't
Luffy?
recall.
It's like he doesn't kill people.
Bro, it was the same thing. People say the same thing, but Luffy fucking Luffy is
Having
bombing
niggas
people
up.
with gum pistols and shit like that. You surviving that?
Like, probably
a regular
giving them
person?
whiplash and killing them
What?
immediately. Giving you
Like, get
neck
the
whiplash
fuck
and killing you immediately.
knocking people in the ocean and shit, knocking people off
We
Skype.
gotta get this last one.
You motherfucker Luffy knocks some father people off.
You get knocked
Where's
off,
Luffy
I
at?
off of Sky P, you probably died, like for real, for real.
Yeah, you're dead unless you're Kaido.
Yeah, Kaido's probably the only, because even if you hit the water, you dead. Like,
Yeah. At that point, the water turns into cement.
you're probably dead.
There's no way your organs are gonna hold up.
No, you just splat.
Unless
Yeah,
you're,
somebody just held the fuck out of me.
unless you're
Oh, fuck,
Sawan.
look.
Unless you're
No,
Sawan
they
from
won.
Ketsu no Yaiba. And you can just like tighten your muscles up to holding your organs.
Or if you like
Oh,
Tanjiro and just like and just attack the ground and somehow live.
Oh,
Well, see,
yeah,
well,
right.
yeah, because they can do their breaths like in midair and like
Well,
make their
it's
body.
not even like attack to the ground. It's like the motion of the attack would lessen the blow of hitting the floor.
I like
Landing
how
with
he used it
style.
as a matter of fact, cause like they even use their breaths to dodge hits. Like they don't just use it to fight. They'll
Yeah,
like
this is
if
true.
they want to
They
dodge.
are smart with
I love
Yeah,
I
that's the
love
whole
how they
thing.
how
Like,
they do that.
that's what I liked the earlier fight when Tanjiro was fighting the one dude with the drums, and like he had to kind of use his tactics, and then he was like, oh damn, like still this isn't working, and then he pretty much just had to push through the pain. And as in this one, he was just like, oh, he can't beat the nigga, and then he just was like, oh, and now I remember this fire technique. Now let me. I was like, oh, okay,
Alright,
He
that was
didn't
out of
pretty
remember.
nowhere.
much gonna end the stream here. So definitely thanks for hanging out with us. If you guys would be so kind as to leave a like at the stream, make sure you go and follow Jack and Josuke on Twitter. The links for all of that are in the description below. And y'all got anything I want to say?
Nah,
Oh,
man, appreciate y'all for joining, bro. Thanks for coming.
yeah, drop a like.
Drop a like.
Alright, I will catch you guys later. And yeah.
Adios.
Yeah.